The streets of Jahal Cove were bustling as the Vulcan made port. Making their way down to the dock, our heroes were greeted by a friendly but simple ogre named Timothy. Eloy and Timothy became fast friends, but they had little time to bond as the Jahal Cove militia ushered them, along with Riss, Bliskin, and the shackled Scrung, to Jahal Cove's governor, the pirate lord, Captain Mead. After debriefing the party, Mead revealed that Jahal Cove is under lockdown due to the threat of abyssal monsters attacking the surrounding waters. The tumor Wake found aboard the Vulcan may hold the key to finding their source, and Mead expressed surprise at Wake's ability to withstand its uncanny power. Our heroes agreed to investigate the problem in exchange for their freedom. Treated as both guests and prisoners, the party was shown to a local tavern, the Flappy Stingray, where they were greeted by its owners, Mary and Haros Pibbs. Given a chance to unwind, the boys spent the evening drinking and gambling, while the innocent Eloy was unable to hold his liquor and had to be escorted to his room with a minimum of property damage. Wake and Ezra managed to win big at the roulette table against a high-rolling dwarf named Gulfer. The next morning, hungover but flush with their gambling winnings, Ezra, Eloy, and Wake hit the town to resupply and meet more of the local faces. As the day wore on, they made their way to the carve house to check in on Wake's rowboat. There, the toothy grin of a large reptilian man awaited them. But to what end?
Hey.
Hello.
I think we're live.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the table. A quick special announcement here. Next week, we'll be going live earlier on a special day. For those of you that always have to watch the archives at home, especially some of our European viewers, you might enjoy this. We'll be starting at 1 o'clock Central Time on Monday.
PM.
Next week. 1 o'clock Central Time, PM on Monday. Yes, we are not coming in at 1 a.m. on Monday.
Just in case anyone out there thought that.
Unfortunately, I have to catch a flight next Monday, and I don't want to have to miss 2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
So I feel like, coming in Monday early, I feel like that was our best bet there.
Yeah,
So,
best solution. Agreed.
So we're coming in Monday, so it'll be a different schedule, slightly different. Earlier in the day, same great game.
Same great game, different kind of time.
Different time, but
Different
only
day and
different
time.
day. This will be like the only time this has to happen, except maybe on Halloween.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
Might do it earlier on Halloween as well.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right, so I have a little bit of an announcement as well.
Okay.
Oop.
Got an
So
announcement.
it seems that a lot of people in the last session on the chat were very unsure who was talking when it comes to NPCs.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
don't worry. I got you covered.
Oh, good.
Mr.
But what happens if there's more than 5 characters?
Oh,
in
well,
a
don't
scene?
worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
goodness.
perfect. Now we just have to envision them as fruits and veggies.
Yes, so
So if Mr. Jalapeno Apple, whatever he happens to be, needs
that's
to talk.
Mrs. Grape, excuse me.
That green one's a grape?
I think don't label
Hold
her.
on. I feel like this one's more of a grape.
The only one that
That's
I
a
don't
pear.
listen. The
That's a pear?
only one here that I actually don't really know who is who is this one here. I think this is Mrs. Plum, but I can't be certain.
Plums are a deeper purple. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
peach.
No, but
Not
then
that.
what's
What
this
about
dude?
this?
A rutabaga?
This is Mr. This
A skinned strawberry, maybe?
is Mr. Peach. You know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just
on, you got
roll
this.
roll for knowledge of
this.
fruit
Yeah,
there.
let me roll for fruit.
Reach
Roll
around.
for fruit knowledge.
Perfect.
Eh.
Oh, that's a nat
20. You know
20.
what? You
Nat
got
20,
it.
he's
Yeah.
right.
Fair enough.
It's a plum.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Sorry, Mr.
Oh, he just threw up the horns at you.
I can't, so,
fruit- the
yeah,
fruit
so,
horns.
so I may as well get this. All right, so everyone,
Eat your veggies!
eat your veg. All right, so this will be playing the role of Captain Mead, and this will be playing the role of Scrung.
I see.
Just figured we'd let you know.
Just to let you know.
just so you know.
Mr. Carrot is Scrung, and Mr. Eggplant. Oh yes, he is absolutely.
white close your fist.
There you go. See now, Mr. Eggplant is fully committed to the task. Here.
all right. Fair enough.
Fucking things off. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to top off stupid bits like this every session.
We'll figure it out.
You took the dumb prop job off of my shoulders this week, and I appreciate
you'll
it.
Find a way. You'll find a way.
No, well, again, no, I'm fully prepared for someone to just go, I don't know who's talking. All right, well, let me just bust out Miss Apple and Mr. Eggplant. Let's go.
It's all about voice variation, dearie. You want to know the secret ingredient?
Grammy Apple. Grammy Smith.
Take a bite. Take it.
No, thank you.
Take it. You
Actually,
want
I'd rather
secret
not.
ingredient!
I'd really rather not. Okay.
We should get to the game, shouldn't we?
Probably. We entered the Carve House last I remember, and we were greeted by an alligator man, if I recall correctly.
Well, you weren't really greeted so much as the dwarf guildmaster there. If he was noted by as Mr. Clory. Mr. Clory was saying hello to you, and sitting next to him was this very large, rotund alligator man, kind of like in suspenders, really tattered shirt, but with a blunderbuss about the size of himself sitting there at the table. Just
And I
like
believe Pliskin was there. It's like,
slumped
hey,
over.
look, that's the guy.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Pliskin was also like referring Clory over to you guys.
All right. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and. Mr. Clory's like heading over to us right now?
No,
or-
he's sitting at the table right now. Pliskin has made Clory and this other gentleman aware that your presence is now here.
Okay. Hey, how's it going? Nice establishment you got there.
See, Mr. Clory is like got a giant pipe, like it almost like his hand is out to here, like as stout as a fucking dwarf
Just
is
a
going
big
to be.
old pipe?
Just a big old pipe out to here, just smoking away. Sure is, lad. Sure is.
I hear you guys have been taking care of my boat.
And that is, we got plenty of those.
It's a rowboat. Would have come in with the Volton. I
The
believe
Vol-
Timothy carried it here.
Oh, the McCallick boy. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. He kind of like stands up from his seat, and then jumps down. He was sitting on a barrel that whole time.
Okay.
He's a tiny man.
dwarf man.
He's a
Little
dwarf.
dwarf-
He's a
little
dwarf boy.
dwarf dude.
But looking at this man's outfit, he is some kind of regal like swashbuckler. You can tell. Like a lot of his armor, like his armor, it is armor. You see a breastplate underneath a jacket, and it's got gold trimmings that kind of lace in front of it. This man is very decorated. If it weren't for the fact that this was the pirate town, you'd sit here and go, wow, this guy has served in some kind of army.
Whereas right now I'm just under the assumption, probably just another member of Mead's crew.
That
You
or
ne-
he's
well, you
stolen
never
a lot.
asked him.
I have
so-
not asked. I'm just under that assumption.
So, Clory's gonna go ahead and waddle his way over to a couple of manifests to a shelf on the side. Starts flipping through them. Volton. Oh, that rinky-dink piece of shit. Yes, we got your boat with you.
Is that how you refer to everybody's home?
It's a ferry, not even a proper ship.
Yeah. Fair enough. Oh, I thought you were talking about my rowboat.
No, not your Well, do you want me to be crass with you, lad? There's a couple of holes in it.
I've come across a few sharks here and there.
He looks you over, kind of peers in, rolls insight. What do you need a boat for? You could sleep underwater.
Yes, but I can't keep all of my stuff dry underwater.
I rolled perception. I rolled a 2. Do I see anything in this room? Or wherever we are?
It is. You are just obfuscated by all these boys. Like, they're all sailors. All of these men here are just looking for work. Now that they know that the lockdown's in place, they're kind of just like sitting there with like drinks, just like, the fuck are we gonna do?
Just kind of.
They're kind of hanging out. Like, some of them are aware of the lockdown because their livelihood has now just been put on a giant halt. So now they're just like, okay, well, we need the extra work. You're pretty much at like the sailor's version of a job market.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this guy like, look, there's some scary crap out there in the oceans. I don't know if you know what it's like to sleep under there at night. It's not great all the time, so sometimes I like keeping my head above the waves.
That's why we got ships.
That's why I got a rowboat. Guess what? I ain't made of money. Except for today. I appear to have a decent amount.
How do you think he got made of money? By not spending it.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a perception check.
All right. Let's see, 12. 18.
The I'm just gonna sit here and tell you this. That gator man's kind of been staring you down this whole time.
Him specifically?
Him specifically.
Oh, man.
Hasn't took his eyes off him.
Does he look, I don't know, like he's trying to intimidate me?
No, he's just it's just
eyeballs
a,
you.
look
a
hungry?
really fat crocodile man is just sitting there with a blunderbuss the size of himself, kind of slouched over, like going like this with a tobacco or some kind of weed in his mouth.
Hi! Can I help you?
Kind of like leans over and the entire, like, you hear like the chair creak, almost like it's gonna snap forward as he leans forward. The entire floorboards underneath him are creaking. Now let me ask you something. If I cut your horse part off, would you be able to walk still with that human part of you hidden inside?
I take this opportunity to walk over and just stand a little closer to Eloy.
No, I would not. I'm pretty sure I would not, and please don't.
Never hunted one of you, boy. What are you?
I'm an asinine centaur. I mean, nobody hunts donkey. It's not that much different, man. It's not gonna be any more fun.
I've eaten donkey before.
Well, that's fine as long as they did not have thinking human brains attached to them. That would be cannibalism.
It's alright, son. I've eaten human too. Don't like the taste of it, really.
Eloy is just dumbfounded at this point.
Then I assure you he tastes terrible.
Pliskin is just smiling this whole time. Don't worry, son. Don't worry, buddy. He's just sizing you up. This is actually, a gentleman who might be in your favor to have guide you through your little expedition going north.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that too, actually. We don't have much by way of leads in terms of figuring out this stuff. I was gonna go ask Mead again if he has any more insight on the situation of the town's issue.
Oh, I talked with your friend there at the Flappy Stingray, was it?
Yeah.
He told me he may have had a job for me. So, you'll be quite acquainted with me come tomorrow.
I look forward to it.
Kind of just like sits there stroking his chin, flashing a giant toothy grin.
I show him my own toothy grin.
You know how to hunt, boy?
Underwater, mostly.
I can hunt. I got these.
He just like, you see him like slowly turn.
I got this.
Like the giant, you know, like how gators hiss?
I got these bows and arrows, and I'm real good. I could shoot down a duck. I could hunt a chicken. You know, they say alligator tastes like chicken, so my thinking is, why not just eat the chicken? Because that's right there for eating.
Trust me, son. We don't taste like chicken.
I will never know one way or the other. I'm pretty sure. I will take your word.
Oh God. I guess I should introduce myself, considering we're gonna be such good friends come tomorrow.
Yes,
Kinda-
what's your name, stranger?
Call me Onslow.
Onslow.
My family calls me Onslow Green.
Your family calls you by your full name?
That's right,
Okay.
because I told them to. Last person who didn't lost a leg.
Onslow Green, nice to meet you. I am Wake Scalebound.
Does that apply also to non-family members? I'm just trying to understand the rules. I do not want to offend you, sir.
What's your name, boy?
Hi, I'm Eloy. We don't much have last names where I'm from. I'm from the Stonky Donk tribe. You could call me Eloy Stonky Donk or just Eloy. Whatever makes you happy.
What about that one?
Hello, Mr. Green. My name is Ezra Lockwood. I am traveling with these
Son, like a Tribe Called Quest, you say the whole thing.
I don't get that reference, sir, but if you wish to be called Onslow Green you will be.
Does that make him crazy?
I am never putting in common vernacular or fucking jokes into these characters ever again. That was the one-time deal that's happening.
All right. Okay. You heard it here first.
That was the one-time deal. Don't
There's
quote
your
me
fourth
on it.
wall.
Yep, the fourth wall
It is
has
being
been shattered.
reconstructed.
I apologize, Onslow Green, for any disrespect you may have taken from that. My name is Ezra Lockwood. I am but a humble entertainer traveling with these two.
He looks to Wake and then looks to Eloy. What are y'all entertaining?
I do mostly just stage shows, and I like some stand-up comedy here and there.
I'll play the flute. I mean, I can do piano, I can do bongos, I can do lots of stuff, but I like the flute the best.
My boy Eloy here is a wizard with musical instruments.
A
perfectly
proverbial
magical with his musical
a
instruments.
non-literal.
Roll me persuasion.
19. Oh, sorry, 20, actually. Modified 20.
Kind of a match. So Onslow kind of just like then turns back to Eloy. He kind of just like leers at you. He leans over and he reaches forth just behind your head. Pulls back a banjo almost half the size as him.
That is amazing. I like you so much more now.
That's a big old banjo.
I'm a big boy, son.
I noticed.
Was that a fat ding?
No.
Very impressive, Mr. Onslow Green. I am very impressed.
Can I hear a song? I want to hear a song.
Gonna roll
Do you play it as well as you summon it, sir?
roll performance check.
It's pretty good.
Oh no, he's got a 19 plus with his performance check on the sheet here. Yeah, he got a 25. This boy just starts whipping out dueling banjo. He's waiting
Cranks
on you
a
to come in.
banger out.
Yo, I jump right in with my flute here. Let's see what I got here. Ugh, 9.
It took you a hot second to realize that what Onslow wanted you to do. You kind of just like, you kind of trickled in for a little bit, but then Onslow kind of just like, all right, this boy ain't as slow as I thought he would be.
Gotta match his tempo!
Yep, he's gonna ask you to match his tempo. Oh, please, beat a 7.
I do get my modifier on that, so it's not as
Okay.
bad as it looks. That's a 12.
All right, so he started playing off good. Everyone in the carve house was just kind of like leaning over to turn in now. What he was doing at this point, you could tell, is that he tried to initiate the song, so everyone's attention is now on the both of you. Now it is firmly on there. Now it's time for the games to begin. So far, you're keeping in very good pace with Onslow with this dueling song. Now it's Onslow's turn to come back at this. 13.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
24.
Okay, no, everyone's on your attention now. Like, they're just like, oh man, this guy's gonna go up against Onslow with his banjo? Shit.
Ding, 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 ding.
Onslow's getting really fucking crappy rolls. That's a 16.
He's got stubby gator fingers.
On his banjo, too.
That's 19.
All right, well, no one's... By the way Onslow looks, that he's just sitting there with, like... The half the banjos kind of have to lean on one stubby leg of his just to start strumming away. And no one is going to say, like, oh, Onslow kind of sucks, but...
no one's gonna say it, but they're all thinking.
No, they're kind of you can tell, you can see the face of the
By
crowd
comparison.
that by comparison you're the winner so far. One more roll. Ooh, that's a non-critical 20.
All right.
That's
a nat 20.
That's a nat
25.
Yo, listen, everyone in this entire carve house is like just clapping their hands, dancing along to this. These boys are getting entertainment out of all of this. Onslow's like just giving you a toothy grin this whole way. He's not angry. He's actually getting into this. He's bobbing his head along. He's like, all right, son, you know
While
how to
they're
play."
performing, I am walking around holding a hat out. How many chances do you get?
Some of those went better than others. I'll say that.
Okay, so one was an 18, one was a 5, and one was a 2.
All right. I'm just holding a hat. I'm not threatening anyone. Or stealing. I am just asking.
No, you're just panhandling.
No, you're just panhandling. Roll me a, let's see. What do I want you to roll? That's a good thing. So you're just gonna panhandle, so I want you to roll me a persuasion one more time.
Okay. Modified 7.
Modified 7? You get, 320 gold.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of
Way
gold.
more than I expected.
Yeah, everybody in this town seems to be loaded.
That's the impression that I get.
Mead pays well.
We're putting on a mighty performance, and
But then you see someone grabs you by the wrist and kind of pulls you over. You better enjoy this, boy. This is my last paycheck.
Of course. I just wanted to pay for my good friend Eloy to have a couple more flute lessons.
Kind of like just fishes you back out. There are some ire in giving you money, but this performance is so good that it's so deserving of it.
You're lucky this is worth it.
This show is so damn good, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that money.
I like you, son. I feel like we're gonna get together real well.
I agree. I think we play so well together that it would be just a damn shame for anybody to eat anybody here. Cause then we couldn't play together no more. Cause I'd be dead.
He's just smiling at you now. Like he's eating up the fear of being devoured by this man is like now just embedded in your head. He has the fear now, and he's gonna hold on to it for the rest of his life.
He can taste it.
He can taste the
It
fear.
tastes way better than you.
I surely hope so.
Alrighty, Chloe comes back and escorts you to the back of the room, to the back of the docks, and he shows you that your boat is sitting there, everything's in order, nothing's been lost.
All right, excellent. That's all I really needed to see.
Yep, so, is there anything else you're looking for, son?
Just information on the town's issues. Problem that we're facing here with the,
Right, with the lockdown.
Yes, okay, good. I was waiting for somebody else to say it.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. I wasn't gonna let it slip
No,
if they
Chloe's
didn't
just
know.
like, it's okay, son, you could say it. All of these men here are affected by it.
I imagined, I just did not know exactly how much. Like, I was told pretty specifically, don't go saying shit.
No, that's most wise, but those who are truly affected by this will tell you. All these men lost their jobs right yesterday.
That's rough.
They kind of knew it was coming, and unfortunately that also means a good plundering and a good cargo ferrying means that we're not going to get a lot of food coming in for the next week or so. So unfortunately,
Makes this 300
what we
I got
don't
really
want to tell
unexpected.
the poor folk of this entire island is that if we don't get this problem under wraps soon, we might end up seeing a starvation crisis.
Well, then it'd probably be best to get this under wraps. You have people out hunting the surrounding wildlands for food, I'm guessing, right now.
Mr. Onslow and his kin were part of that solution.
Adds up.
Going up to Piranha Bog, that's where most of our information is coming from the north. And also it might be a little bit of a tidbit of where our naval friends might be hiding. That's why we're going to have Mr. Onslow here escort you through Piranha Bog a certain way. But he is the most prized hunter in this entire region, so he may have you go on a little job with him first before heading all the way up the coast.
All right, and I understand that expedition starts tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, good. I have a little bit more information to gather from another place.
And where would that be?
I heard tell you can find some pretty interesting stuff on Black Street.
Aye, you wish to see the rat folk there.
Yes.
Did anyone tell you how to actually get inside?
Yeah, Father Dorn let me know.
Alright. That all checks out. Just follow that map to the letter. Do not make a detour. They will try to make you detour. Follow the map.
Follow the map. I inscribed those words in my brain, and luckily, since I believe I have like natural navigation with my starting, whatever it is, my origin starting whatever. Doodle.
Fishnet
Yes,
bonus.
Yeah.
your background.
Yeah, my background gives me navigation bonuses. So
That's cool. Yeah, that'll be useful if you feel that like something's not right. Okay, so yeah, with that information, as long as you follow the map, the folks of Blackstreet are actually going to actively try and deter you to go into the sewer system rather than actually go to the black market.
Well, I will not let them.
All right. Anything else you want, son? If you're looking for any more jobs around town, you could always ask that Timothy boy. He's always doing a bunch
seems
of...
like a wellspring of information.
Not really a wellspring of information, son, but Meade likes him enough that he likes to send him out on little scavenging missions. If you go along with him, I'm sure he'll, not him specifically, but I think his old mum will give you something for your troubles.
All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
So, Onslow is just pretty much done toying with you. You're done getting your money fix. What are you guys gonna do now?
I'm gonna huddle up with these guys and tell them that I think we can probably find some good information on Blackstreet.
Makes sense to me. Dangerous place, full of underground characters. Probably where all the problems are at least being talked about.
You two seem like the least likely people I've met so far to try and eat me, so I'm sticking with you. That is just fine.
All right, we're gonna make our way to Blackstreet and try to find our way to the black market.
Onslow kind of just looks at you as you walk away. Okay, so you head just before you reach the street to head towards where Father Dorn was. You're starting to head more towards the western side of the island, where like this is more like the living quarters of the entire place.
Gotcha.
Following the map, you have now reached a side street that pretty much, it just says Black Street. Like the avenue street is Black Street. Going into it, into a really darkened alleyway, you can see the path splits two ways going behind the buildings. From where you're standing just outside the main street, there is a pungent smell of sewage coming from there.
Great.
The map says that you are to make a left, head down two buildings going left, make a right, go inside a small tunnel that leads into the defense line caverns, and then one last turn right, and then just go completely straight until you come to the end of a building.
All right, so head down two buildings to the left. And take a right.
Yep.
All right. I'm pretty much just following the map dead on, like what Father Dorn has given me.
What about you two?
I am also following.
Yeah, just
along-
right
like,
behind.
All right,
He
everyone.
informed us that he was told to follow the map to the letter.
I
and
do,
that is-
I do tie my bandana around my face to try to like mask out some of this smell, though.
Good. I want you to roll me a con save. Both of you roll me a con save. You two get disadvantage.
All right.
Oh, sorry, that was a 7.
Yep.
Plus.
Oh, wow.
That's a 9.
Got two good rolls.
My lower roll was 18.
8. Be my lowest roll.
You're walking down the street like a champ. You're just you
Reminds me
don't
of
know
Big
what.
Rock Mountain.
Yeah, you reminds you of Big Rock Mountain. Just walking down the manure plains, just like, yo, we used to grow fucking tomatoes off these things.
It's not like a positive thing, but I can take it.
The smell of farming.
Unfortunately for you two, you guys are quite a little queasy from this.
I don't live in cities for a reason.
All right, so you guys finally make that corner. You can see that there's a tunnel that leads into a darkened alleyway that's covered, like, over the top by a cavern. Like it said, the map was telling you that you're going to be going into the, like, a corner of the defense effort that is that giant wall, that cave wall that, remember when you guys were on the ship going into port? And the wall that overlooked the entire city, there were, like, little holes where cannons were sticking out of? you're kind of like heading towards that direction.
Okay.
All right.
So I need all of you.
Nearing the outer wall.
I need all of you to roll me a survival check. You two get disadvantage.
Oh, we get disadvantage.
Yep.
Even with my natural navigation ability. I get. Oh, hold on. I got 2 d20s for this. For a specific reason. That one looks like the lower one. No, that one is. That's. Survival is.
My lowest
Wisdom.
was 8.
That's 9.
23.
23. All right. And what'd you get?
8.
An 8.
Yes.
Eloy, you remember Wake telling you which way to go. You came out of the caves by yourself. You feel like this is the right way, but you don't know where these two went off. Like, you went into the tunnel, it went dark, and then you walked back out. There was, like, sunlight. You were able to tell, like, oh, make the turn here. These two are no longer with you.
So we split up?
Yep.
Oh, man.
I don't want to peek the microphone, but I yell really loud for him. Wake! Ezra, where'd you go? Where'd you boys go?
Perception. Both of you.
Nat 20. Sorry, I forgot to roll in there.
I seen him. I'll
7.
witness.
7? All right. You were still holding your face, kind of like just trying to peer through the darkness, like, okay, now, how much further do we need to go from here? You hear a voice. You went down further 2 blocks. You hear Eloy's voice call from you from behind, and you see the spark of light the ray of light that comes through the cavern.
Ah. All right, I tug on Ezra's shoulder.
Oh.
I point back that way.
All right, well, you grab him, and you pull this way.
I head back towards where he was calling from.
Yep, you head back towards where he was calling from.
The direction of his voice.
He's pulling an old lady along with him.
Hi, Wake. Hi. Hello? Who are you?
Hello.
Guys! Hello!
Oh my god. All right, well, you feel someone pull you along with you. You feel someone pull you. You think it's Wake, from what you can tell.
Oh, thank God, Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
You are dragged.
Thought I got split up from the party.
You are dragged to the outer balcony, just over the ocean side. So you are now.
Have I seen the face of the person dragging me yet?
No, you just saw a clawed hand rear back into the darkness. You are now standing on, like, a scenic view of the entire town. But this is not where you needed to go.
This is not where I wanted to go.
Bonus, probably got some fresh air there.
You can look left and you can look right. You notice that there's a staircase that leads you back to the eastern side where the marketplace was.
It's like back outside Black Street.
Yep.
Okay.
Not outside Black Street. You're actually going back towards where the Flappy Stingray was.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll perception real quick and try and get like just a good look around. 10.
Well, you're not feeling sick anymore.
Okay.
The sewage has now been, like, taken away by the scent of the ocean.
All right.
As you watch the waves kind of, like, caress onto the side of the wall. And you hear the seagulls flapping around. But from what you can tell is that you can either take that staircase or go back inside.
Just go back inside. Fed up as a thief who is used to wandering the, back alleys and underground places, I grumpily go back inside from whence I came, convinced that I can figure this out.
Roll me a survival check.
You got it. Ah, shit. 9.
Well, the powers that be obviously didn't expect you to actually go back inside. You find your way, you kind of like meander your way down, and through some kind of like sheer recollection alone, you were able to go back into the same, like, you can see the alleyway leading outside towards the split.
Okay.
So you're back where you last thought Wake was.
Okay.
Roll me one more survival check.
You got it. 6.
All right, you head down the street. Oh, fuck me. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh, great. This, 12.
You just beat it. You feel the floor underneath you start to, like, push out.
Whoa.
You step back, and there was a pit trap waiting for you just ahead of you. There's now a dead-end wall and the pit trap that's just below it.
Eloy, Wake! Anybody?
Can I hear that?
Perception, both of you.
All right.
Are you going to let go of me anytime soon?
No!
Oh,
Dangerous.
I just wanted to get milk and cheese for my afternoon meal.
I'm busy arguing with the lady. I rolled a nat 1.
You seem like a lad who gets milk and cheese on a daily basis.
I don't mind cheese, but I don't drink milk. Figure it out. I got a 10.
You hear something echo in from the darkness. You do hear him. He's not that far off, but that means you do have to fucking venture back inside.
Oh boy, I try like shouting all the way, hopefully so that people on either side of me can hear where I'm going. Ezra, is that you? Wake, I'm gonna go try find Ezra. Ezra!
Wait, hold on a sec!
Are you following in after him?
Eloy! Here's a length of rope. Hold on to this.
That is so freaking smart. Yeah, I grabbed the rope.
All right, you grab the rope.
And I'm going to continue holding the other side of the rope with him. And I'm going to make sure it does not go, like,
Limp.
make sure there's no slack.
Okay. All right, roll perception.
Me?
Yes.
12.
You too, roll perception.
Nat 20, so that'd be a 26.
You can clearly hear him, like, just shout out from before. So, from the street you were going down, he left the street and made a right just before when he was supposed to make a left.
So I didn't listen at all. Well, apparently.
No, which is also kind of weird because you're like, he followed the most simplest of directions. Something feels kind of off about this.
It's like this
Like-
poo stink is
No,
something more.
no, not even the poo stink. You notice that, like, even walking down this hallway, something's not quite right. You feel it in your gut that something's changed.
So are we like together now? Are we?
No, he's on his way towards you,
Okay.
but like he can look.
He feels like he is walking down a different hallway than he did before.
Yeah, like no, like he feels the cobblestone as he goes by, and you feel like even though it's like it's all grimy and shitty and everything, the texture on this wall feels way different than when you first traveled down it.
Huh. Is it still stone? Like it's not...
Like when you walked in, it was like grady, like slate.
Okay.
This one kind of feels like crafted stone.
Ezra, something real weird's happening here. If you could just follow the sound of my voice, boy, I would feel much better.
I'm trying, but I think there's some weird stuff afoot. I don't know if I can trust. Is that really you? Can you play me a tune to prove it's you?
Roll persuasion. I mean, no, roll performance, and you roll insight.
That's an 8. Not my best work.
I also got an 8.
Well, I'm yelling back. How do we know it's really you?
Yeah, I failed that for
You hear two Eloys.
persuasion. Oh, terrific.
Go ahead and talk. Say something.
What?
It's me. It's your buddy. It's Eloy. I got 3 stomachs. I got this flute. The first time that we met each other, you told me that I had a real gift, and that touched me in my heart. Remember, Ezra?
Do all those things.
You do remember all those things, but you don't remember that there were two Eloys because you heard a second voice. You too
Hi.
heard a second voice.
I unsheath my dagger, my +1 dagger that I bought yesterday.
Alrighty. What are you gonna do though?
Just ready in case anything is coming close.
No one's coming close, but you.
I'm just hearing 2 confusing
Yep.
voices.
No one's made a move yet. You decided to let
So
him
is
go to you.
Is the second voice I'm hearing saying the exact same thing? So it's like an echo,
Yes.
practically. Okay. I wasn't sure if.
But
I wasn't sure if this was a I'm the real Eloy.
no, it was like an echo.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense than where I thought this was going. And I'm guessing they're coming from two opposite directions or something, so I can't.
You're
just
up against
follow.
a wall. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, here's like you're standing right here, and then here's the floor that caved out and a dead end. And then the only perceivable way you could go is back the way you came.
I like the term "only perceivable."
Hold on a second. It's really dark in here, right? Is that the problem?
Yes. There is no sunlight in here now.
Well, hey, guess what? I own a hooded lantern and 2 flasks of oil and a tinderbox.
You're gonna light that up?
I'm gonna light that up here in this stinky cave and light this whole candle. If it's a fucking explosion from the gas, so be it. Blackstreet's getting lit up.
All right.
Blackstreet getting lit tonight. What is it with your fucking rolls?
Well, I rolled a nat 20. Well,
Great.
no, you light it up. You watch as like 4 or 5 rats kind of skitter away out of the light into the darkness.
Okay.
Like normal rats or like rat men rats?
Like normal rats.
Oh, adorable.
F. I just realized I have like good night vision. I probably should have been talking about that. Anyways, now I've got this lit lantern. I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can tell what the heck is happening here. And 14.
You roll a 14. Alrighty. Okay, so you two, like when you walked in here, you saw the slate. Like it's like the graded slate sort of look. Mm-hmm. The hallway you walked into, like now, is cobblestone.
Guys, I think this is a rotating tunnel. Or something of that nature.
Are we close enough to hear him at this point?
You're not. He is.
I'm with him. I'm like.
Oh, you waited outside, right?
No. I'm going with him.
Oh,
with
you
the
went
rope.
with him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sure we don't get separated.
I apologize. I thought you meant you stayed outside with the rope
Like,
intact.
letting the rope lengthen as he walked with him.
No, I'm sticking with him.
Okay, fair enough.
right.
Yeah, no, you guys can hear that.
All right.
This is definitely not the tunnel we walked into.
I
Or-
figure I probably don't have enough length of rope for him to go all the way back through. So.
Well, 50 feet. So far, you guys have only walked probably like 30.
Ah, well, whatever. Best to stick together in this scenario, unless some weird chicanery where 3 people come up, hold the rope, slice it, tie it together with different rope, and move off in different directions.
Don't give him ideas.
I don't need to. This is pretty common sense shit.
All right.
So anyway, I've announced my thesis
You
to
have
the
you
party.
have announced the thesis, and then both of you kind of feel something scutter past your feet.
Old lady, did you see that?
I haven't let go.
That or a rotating wall of some sort. Ma'am, do you know anything? Also, hi, I'm Ezra. Seems real dangerous for you to be walking out here by yourself, ma'am.
No. You grab her, you old lady, did you see that? Let me get my reading glasses. Holy shit, I can't see anything. Am I dead?
No, it's just really dark in here.
Oh. She sounds so dejected. I just wanted cheese
Aw.
and milk.
We'll get you cheese and milk, don't worry.
Should we escort her to the entrance? This just seems like a liability at this point.
I thought she was you.
Great!
So are you gonna walk back
Have
that
a
way?
very
'Cause
similar frame.
You both you can both hear each other now. You can tell you're in walking distance of each
Okay.
other.
With this hooded lantern, can he see us from where he is?
No, but he's still going to it's going to just ebb into the darkness a little bit, but he's seeing the hallway. So if he keeps walking,
I'm assuming unless it's a really terrible lantern, they can at least someone
yeah, no,
detect where I am.
you guys can see the light form. You
Okay.
see a little bit of his silhouette, but not enough that you can find features.
All right, well, we can move towards that then. At
All
least
right.
towards his light.
You're gonna move towards that.
Yeah, I got another
Yes.
50 feet of rope here, so yeah, if we get to the end of yours, we can tie mine off to the end of it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I'm sticking with you. I got the rope
Acrobatics.
basically to make sure. Great.
Also, be careful. I think
Nat
there are
20.
Nat-
traps.
You just had like this vision of the floor moving out from under you, and
Look out, Granny!
you push her in there. Ah!
No!
Oh no!
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I was doing it as a joke. Yeah, no, she's gone.
No! I rolled a nat 20. How can I lose someone?
You didn't tie me to the rope.
I was holding her hand.
Oh, hello, Mr. Rat.
Screw that. I'm pulling her up. I was holding her. I had her. I'm not letting someone die on me.
Okay, roll athletics check.
I grab onto his waist and try to brace him as he reaches down to pull her out.
Okay, that's 3 plus 2 plus 2. That's 10.
With some Herculean strength, she grabs the back of your neck and lurches up.
All right, Granny, so this is a smallish woman, yeah?
Yeah.
I try and like pick her up and put her on my back.
Yeah, she can ride. She can ride, Eloy.
Yep.
We got her into this mess. We're gonna get her out.
I don't want you getting lost again. You just get up on my back.
This reminds me of when I was on a farm. I had a horse named Eustace. We went to the market every day to get us milk and cheese.
While this is all
Eustace,
going
why haven't
on,
we got
I roll
milk
perception
and cheese
and look
yet?
very
We're gonna
closely
It's
at
6
the wall and
o'clock at
floor.
night.
He's rolling perception to check the walls.
Yeah.
I'm checking the walls and floor. I've got a 23.
23?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll that again. That like hit the floor. There we go. You felt the entire wall vibrate for some odd reason.
Hey guys, we've got a vibrating wall. Does that mean anything to any of you?
You kind of gently push on the wall, and you feel the hallway shift with your weight.
Yep. It looks like I was right. We've got a rotating wall and/or tunnel.
You can still walk down, like you clearly have the way to walk down, but you have just now noticed that your weight shifted the hallway.
Okay.
So you using what actually no, roll me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Uh, 11.
All right. You walking forward, you can feel like you start losing your balance on it, and you shift the wall to turn to the right. That's what actually opened the floor.
Ah.
It's the tunnel turning, not the floor opening.
So, from what you can tell, this entire hallway, or like this dead end, is on like some kind of rotation platform. And based on the weight that you were walking, was actually turning it.
Hey guys, I think we figured something else out about Black Street. It's meant to mess with us. Also, I hear mumbled voices.
That was you two trying to hear him.
Oh no.
That was pretty much my put the candle back moment.
Okay. Well, I push against the wall again.
All right.
Do I roll acrobatics again?
No, that would be athletics.
Oh, athletics. 4.
You
I
guys
don't get it. I heard him a minute ago.
no,
Yeah,
and you
also
got,
you saw my light.
yeah, you saw the
vanish.
light kind of like turn to the side and fade away.
That's weird.
Did he go around a corner?
I'm gonna knock on the wall.
Hold on. That
You're gonna knock on the wall? All right,
Yeah.
knock on it.
Is that what he heard?
Yep.
I head towards what I heard.
You head towards a dead end. It's rock.
Oh, great. I keep banging on the wall.
All right. You can feel the wall you just banged on was vibrating, almost like it was on kind of like some sort of movement.
Like it was kind of hollow.
Yes.
I'm gonna punch the shit out of that wall.
Oh no.
Athletics.
This looks like a good
I
one.
believe in you. You are a real good punchy man. Have
All
a
right.
bardic inspiration dice.
I'm adding a D6 to it. Let's punch the shit out of this wall.
15.
Plus athletics plus that's a 19 plus 3.
22.
So 22 is my punch to this wall.
Acrobatics.
It's like, hey, wake up!
21.
Well, congratulations. The hallway now, like, with some kind of fucking momentum on the other side, has now become a whirligig. No, you, like, by some weird, like, mental force, you could, like, feel the fresh air come out, or the sewage air hit you as you come to a certain like point in the circle, and you know that's your cue to jump out, and you do so. Now the two of you watch as Ezra kind of just like leaps out of nowhere, and the light comes with him, but he's aiming for that hole. Someone may want to grab him quickly.
All right. What am I rolling?
What are you gonna do to catch him? Split-second decision.
Split-second decision. I'm just gonna like try to like reach out and grab him as he like flies out.
Punches me in the stomach.
Acrobatics.
All right. Good. That's what I'm better at. All right. With 9, 10, 11.
Athletics.
Man, athletics is the one I'm bad at. 9.
You reach out to grab him. He smacks his face on your hand and falls back, but grabs the ledge at the last second.
Okay, so
Thanks for the help.
basically I clothesline him.
Yeah, you just
Gladiator! I stopped you.
I guess.
Yeah, you can pull yourself up. It's fine.
Pretty graceful there.
Should I roll damage
Yes.
with my unarmed attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Max damage.
Take 6 damage.
terrific.
Actually, since I'm not actually like,
It's subdue.
yeah.
I'll call it subdue. Because I know there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh no, they're hitting each other in the party. It's doom and gloom for any D&D campaign. It's fucking fine.
Just one lariat.
Yeah.
And it stops him from getting impaled on a pit trap.
Just one. It will never happen again, I promise.
Sure.
All I did was punch a wall and clothesline him. God, I don't have anger issues.
Well, you found out that someone can fuck around with the inside of this cavern and actually, like, shift the wall.
Rubbing my face, going, well, I guess if I need a strongman routine, I can probably call you.
Does he have milk and cheese?
Who the hell is this?
This is
This is our new friend.
This is our new Granny. That's with an N, not like Grammy. Grammy was aboard ship, different character.
Different.
We
Nice to meet you, Granny. Wish it could have been under better circumstances. So now what?
and Larry and I used to take the ferry to the Orange Grove.
That sounds lovely.
Beautiful.
Ma'am, do you know how to get to the black market from here?
Of course I do. Why didn't you ask?
I'm just thinking they might have some good milk and cheese down there and we'd all be happy.
You think?
Maybe.
Oh, boy.
I've never been. I hear it's wonderful.
If I was to reference merit badges, would that not make sense in this universe?
Probably not.
Did I rescind the comments? I was
She kind of like licks her finger and like holds it up. No wind. That way! She points back the direction you guys entered from.
Well, the way we entered from was the way that we came in to come get him.
This
so I
whole
guess
room
that's
is spinning
correct.
around. I'm gonna trust the old lady.
All right.
All right, so you want to head back to the entrance you came?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll follow the old lady's instruction.
All right, so you are gonna have to take point because she's on your back.
Okay, she can just kind of like grab my mane and direct me.
Yeah, forward, Eustace.
Yeah. Eustace, you're supposed to go that way. She like pulls on your ear to the left.
Oh, okay, I will go to the left then.
All right, you're back outside at the entrance to Black Street.
All right.
An hour has passed. What now?
Thrilling.
So, where's the market?
Oh. She like kind of like pulled her hand up. Wait a minute, this isn't the Orange Grove.
This is not. I have made a mistake.
You followed a senile old late. Wait a minute. Why does she have rat features and runs back inside the darkness?
Of course.
Ah, that lady.
Wait, now how will you get your milk and cheese?
Don't worry about it, Eloy. I'm sure she'll find some.
I got 5 days worth of rations in my pack. I probably had some cheese for
We're
her.
good.
Okay.
She's fine.
Well, I pull the map back out again. All
All right.
Let's all hold on to that rope this
Let's
time.
do that. Let's do that.
I also still have my lantern.
Okay, so you have the lantern.
Aided with lantern, rope, and map.
All of you roll survival with advantage.
We're all tied together.
14 plus
Thank God for advantage. 23.
19.
13.
You all safely make it out the street that the map has instructed you to go.
Thank God.
There's a little old lady standing in front of you.
Hi, Granny.
Do you still want cheese? Because I think I might have some
Is
in
this
my
the same
pie.
old lady?
No,
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mistook you for someone else.
Does she also have rat features?
no.
Oh, okay.
This is a little old dwarven lady.
Little old dwarven lady.
Hello.
What are you people doing outside the back of my house?
We're trying to make it down to... You know what?
I just look back at the map. What's my next move? People are here to fuck with me. I'm not here to deal with that shit.
Oh, you're behind the bakery, son. You kind of want to go
No, I got this.
We make a right
Now, two
after
buildings
going...
left, now to a right.
You kind of noticed that the little old lady was actually trying to scribble something at the end there. She's like, oh, goodness, that's not where you're supposed to go. I'm sorry. You want to go down that street? She just points going straight, which is the right way on the map.
The correct way on the map.
Yes.
I don't like these people.
Can I try insight to see if I think she's telling the truth?
Go for it.
I'm also going to roll insight.
Oh.
That is a big ol' 6.
That is big ol' 7. Grant, would you like to try?
Sure. On that one,
Well, we are just a bunch of...
You could really go for some milk and cheese right
I
about
have
now.
had a rough roll today,
This
guys.
is a great day. Milk
All right,
and cheese.
all right. So
None of us can tell shit about her, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
no, she. For all you know, she's a little old lady. She's a little old dwarf. She tells you.
Well, I am going to-
positively enamored. I am like, this little old lady. What? She's so cute. What's she doing out
You
here?
know what? Fine. She's pointing the correct direction on the map. I will go the correct direction on the map.
And that's where we're going to give it a little break, because it's almost time for a break itself.
Hey!
All right,
Right.
we'll be right back after these messages. See you at the table.
Navigate this nightmare.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the table. Thank you all to those who have been dropping bits and subscribing. We love you guys, but I want to get the fuck out of this goddamn hellhole of a maze.
We're interacting with a thieves guild. It only makes sense.
Yeah. Hello, Granny Smith. Apple. Or is that Mr. Grape?
Kinda
I'm a
sad
rat.
I've had
You son of a
should be
bitch.
my own.
I will execute every rat. Not literally.
No, you
I
won't.
roll all the
No, you
dice and
won't.
execute all the rats.
No, you won't, because you fucking love rats. Rats. Are
I do love
adorable.
rats. Rats are adorable. They're one of my first pets. Rat men, on the other hand.
Oh. Well,
I got myself an orange to keep out that scurvy.
that's a good idea. So, you guys decide to. You guys go down the street.
Yeah, we're gonna like it's the right direction on the map. We have no reason to distrust that lady because our roll sucked.
So before you is. You keep going down the. You keep going down. You've probably been walking for like a good half hour or so.
Jesus Christ, this town's big.
You've been walking through like the back alleys of like what assumes to be like the living quarters of other people. So you watch as like there are folks who are just like watching you go by. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, especially him. Like,
We are a motley crew.
yeah, you're a motley crew walking down like the streets
Holding
of
a rope.
people's backyard, holding rope. Yeah, just like
And I've still got a lantern.
there's a little fucking merfolk kid. Look, mama, those people are weird.
I envy the innocence of youth.
You got 5 gold. I need a piece of bread.
I toss him 5 gold.
This boy has a really long tail as he rides back into the alleyway.
Goddamn son of a rat folk. Great, now I'm a mark.
I thought you said your name was Wake.
I am Wake.
He's woke.
I'm woke Wake. The world is a lie.
Especially on a street that leads to the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
No, it's fine.
All right,
So
so
we continue on.
Little masters of disguise.
yep, you
We're being
continue.
insulted by the town folk.
You continue aside. Eloy, I need you to roll me a dexterity check as a potted plant falls from the fucking balconies.
Everything's going.
7.
Clonk.
Ow!
4 points of damage.
Oh! People's walking down here.
You see nothing but birds.
Damn birds dropping pots on a fella.
A lot of crows. It's an uncomfortably a lot of crows looking down at you from the balcony.
Uncomfortable amount of crows.
Uncomfortable amount of crows. Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
So what you're implying is we are out in the middle of nowhere and a potted plant fell on him.
No,
We're in an alley.
Oh, okay.
You're in an alleyway.
Well, when you said you looked up and saw birds, I was like,
yeah,
so
no.
are we
they're-
confused as to where
like
this
no.
potted
For
plant
the
came
most
from?
part, all birds you've seen in this town has been nothing but pigeons and seagulls.
Okay.
But there's a lot of crows hanging out on these rooftops, looking down at you guys.
Does that map say anything about a bird show?
Does it?
No, it does
No,
not. It's just
it does not.
It's just a pathway that leads what looks like the back end of a bank.
At least to the back end of a bank from what this looks like.
My pappy always said that bankers was the real thieves.
Pappy's a smart man. So is that where this map is? That's where we're going? Just the back of a bank? Is that what we're trying to find?
It looks like that's where it's telling you to go.
Looks like that's where it's telling us to go.
Well, does it have any indication of how much further?
You have been walking for a really, really long time.
Nope. Feels
From-
like this hallway
from-
goes on forever.
Every
There's no legend on this thing, is there?
No,
treasure
there is
map
no
I hear
legend.
about is X paces. Why couldn't we have gotten that?
Yeah, so you keep walking down the street. Eloy, I need you to roll me a dexterity check again.
Poor Eloy.
21.
You've learned your lesson from last time as another potted plant falls from the sky.
Nope.
And you look up and it's the same birds.
Ha ha! I got your number, crows.
Hold on. This is wrong.
Roll insight.
All right. Take a bite of the lucky orange.
Yeah, get yourself out of that scurvy, boy.
Never mind. It was a very unlucky orange. I'm dumb.
A natural one! A bird poops in your eye.
Hold on. Ah, shit! Literally.
I rolled 12.
You've been here before. This is the same building where Eloy almost just got assaulted by the same... It's the same plant.
We're going in a circle!
Yes, you are going in a circle, but like, what's even more weird is that potted plant, it's the same color,
potted
shape,
plant.
and everything that fell from before.
We're trapped in a time loop.
My character was actually trained against illusion magic on the island he was on. Can I try and close my eyes and concentrate my way to see if...
Roll you an arcane with advantage.
Knowledge arcane?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, there's just a straight up arcane.
Oh.
Roll
well,
arc- yeah, roll
okay,
arcane.
Arcana.
Arcana. Sorry about that.
So good.
Sorry,
that would be-
Pathfinder terminology is still within me.
That would be 15.
Yeah, there's some illusion magic going on, and from what you can also tell is that someone is mending. Someone's using the mend spell to, like, kind of move stuff around so it looks slightly different, but close enough that you're just going the same place.
All right. Somebody out there's fucking with us.
It's the damn crows. They keep on throwing flower pots at my head.
Does anybody know anything that dispels shit? Because all I know is that something's going wrong here and that I'm upset by it.
Eloy, we need a song that will just calm us down and help us focus. Do you have anything like that?
I mean, I can try a performance check and see if it does us any good. I try and play a soothing song on my flute.
I'm gonna look around for somebody who's watching us.
24.
This would be perception, so 14.
All right, you can't. There's no one around in the immediate area except for all those crows that are now bobbing along to Eloy's song, and some of them are trying to mimic it now.
The Rockin' Robins. All right. Well, I'm not a fan of those crows. Hey, I handed you a blunderbuss early on. Does that thing have any ammo in it?
Oh boy, I forgot all about that thing. I don't think I dried it out or did nothing to it. I mean, I pull it out of my pack.
There's no ammo for it.
I mean, I got this bow and arrows. I can shoot me down one of those crows.
You know what? Let's just see what happens.
Sure, I take a shot at one of the crows.
I'm gonna look for a rock to see if I can throw it.
You can find a rock. There's plenty of things around. There's all the shards of the broken pottery that's there now.
Rock's easier to throw.
Yeah, you can find a rock, no
All right,
problem.
I'm gonna throw a rock.
All right, roll me a dex throw.
Dex, isn't this just to hit? Like I'm attacking a bird.
But which bird? There's like a million of them.
The 1,111th.
Good. You gave me a number.
Good
Roll it.
guess.
And what would you want to do?
Nat
Oh.
20. That's a hit bird, not a dead bird, but that bird's been hit.
Or it's a ghost bird and it goes right through it.
Well, you beamed the bird with the rock. All the other birds fly away. There's a cloaked one now staring down at you with a snarl and then flies off as well.
Great. Now they're mad at us.
Don't come back!
That looked like a humanoidish bird.
All right, there was a bird man up there.
Terrific.
Well, you look before you, and all the crates that were kind of like just there, like off to the side, they all dispel, and you see a pathway that leads forward that you haven't seen before.
All right, let's go that way. If it is the correct way.
It is the correct way.
Let us go that way.
I have a crazy feeling we're not going to be friends with whoever's down here, but let's go.
All right. You head down. You are now behind the bank.
That's about right.
There's a fella. There's a really, really, really like heavy set. Not really heavy set, but like muscular man, just like sitting there, just like taking out a pipe, smoking it, just like looking left and right, just like not even nonchalantly, like just. He looks like he's a guy who just went on break. He's like pinstripe clothing, suspenders, like cuffed shirt, sleeves right to the elbow. And this guy is just not having a good day. He's just enjoying that smoke for what it is.
All right, this would be your territory, I think.
Excuse me, sir. We're here looking for information. Want to know, what's the talk? What's the smoke on the street? What's the talk of the town? What's going on? I roll with my 24 persuasion.
They give you a runaround?
They sure did, and it's really gotten to me and my friends. So, if you could please, brevity is the soul of wit.
Who sent
we
you?
would love to know what's going on.
Who sent you?
I don't know, who would I say sent us? Like Father Dorn, the captain?
Oh, that
maybe?
makes sense.
We've had a lot of people talk to us. You've kind of been
You
last
said the
on that
magic.
list.
You said Father Dorn at first.
Okay.
And he's just like, oh, that makes sense. So you're here to see Deimos then. All right, give me a
That
second.
we are.
He kind of just like, he takes another drag out of his not his cigarette, his pipe, kind of throws it to the side and knocks on the side of the wall that he's like leaning on. He goes to open the door, but then slides it in almost like a Star Trek door. So it doesn't open out, it slides into the wall. And there's just it doesn't even open the door to the front. Then a small staircase appears out of the floor leading downward right to the next to it where like the door would have been. Go on down.
Much appreciated.
Thank you very much. I roll perception to see if there's any traps or anything.
He kind of like goes like this. It's a rat man. You're welcome.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know if this is okay to say, but every rat man we have met today has played some kind of wicked trick on us. How do we know you're not doing that? I'm sorry. I'm saying what everyone is thinking.
Go
Am I
for
not?
it. It's fine.
Does this look like the face of someone who would lie to you?
I don't know. Does it?
Roll insight.
18.
It does not look like the face of a man who's lying to you. He knows you've had enough shit today and you came here for a reason. Head downstairs, friend.
Clearly, we got through the birds. We must have done something.
Just real quick, I rolled a 23 in perception looking down that staircase, just in case there's
It's
anything
torchlit.
waiting for us.
No, it's torchlit. There's like what looks like you're heading like through a basement that leads down even further. This looks like it used to be a wine cellar,
Okay.
and then it goes down even further into like a tunnel system.
All right, well, I start heading down.
I was gonna say, yeah, make our way down, I suppose.
I've always been curious, how does Eloy handle stairs? I know horses and like cows and stuff really hate them.
I'm assuming because as an asinine centaur, he actually gets bonuses to difficult terrain because he's
Okay.
so sure-footed. So I'm assuming he can handle stairs okay.
Hops down.
He's not large as centaurs
Gotcha,
go.
gotcha.
He's like his human part is closer to halfling size than human size.
Ah, okay.
And you gave me just enough information to make you not have to roll something for it.
Hooray!
See, as long
Sounds
as you
good.
can explain yourself and it's logical, I will accept it. All right, so you head downstairs, you walk past the row of wine that was there, and keep going down further. And as you head down, like the mouth of the tunnel starts to grow larger into a dark room, as there are now just like a bunch of rat men here. All like they're all dressed in hooded garbs. They all kind of like they're pretty much hiding themselves, but they're not shy of you. Like they just walk past you. They're like they notice you. Of course, they've never seen something like you before, so they're kind of like awestruck by that. But for the most part, they're just like leaving you be. You got here, so that's a right enough that they're just going to leave you alone. Unless, you know, there might be one who looks at you and he's like, kind of opens his cloak. Want to buy a watch?
I'm good.
Walks off.
Well, fellas, I think we've found what we were looking for.
Would seem that way. All right, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna. Let's see.
Okay, a better way to describe this is like you just entered into like a subway system.
Yeah.
So it's like a tunnel of a subway. Like there are people walking to the left and there are people walking to the right in a sort of row-like file.
There's got to be somebody down here that like acts as some form of like information
Yeah.
broker or something. Like they said like this Deimos guy can't be that hard to find if like you literally show up here looking for him.
Right. So what will you do about that?
All right, well, I'm just gonna kind of go with kind of the flow of traffic going in. Clearly, some of these people are heading somewhere.
You can't like know for sure, but as you're walking with these people, you're kind of heading towards like where the defense effort wall was. Mm-hmm. Like that's like you have a gut feeling that that's where this path is leading you.
All right, that's just the inner navigator in me telling me that.
Yeah. So you're walking along with these folks. What do you guys do? You watch as Wake kind of just like walks with the crowd down the pathway.
I'm gonna roll perception, see if I can find anyone who stands out, who looks like they would either know or be more in charge than the people who just seem that they're walking rank and file.
Are you doing that while you're going with me, or are we getting separated?
I assume we're all sticking together.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't assume, say it.
We are all sticking together.
I'm sticking close to these two.
My perception roll was 12.
Out of the midst of all the rat folk walking along, you do see like a bunch of other like crow-like people walking around as well. You remember that these folk are the Tengu as well. So you got like a mixed bag of folk that are just from the Underdark or like in like the seedy like sort of like sector of things. Especially you being a thief, you would be able to know that, like, yeah, we're heading directly into the nest of the Thieves Guild. But alongside that, you notice that there's 2 green little tube-like pointers sticking up out of the crowd of people. They seem rather familiar.
I point them out to the group and just be like, does anyone else feel like we've seen those before? Is that something?
Are they kind of like moving with the crowd?
Yes.
Okay, so they're attached to people.
They're attached to someone.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can. 2 green pointers, you said?
Yep.
Are they Scrung's ears or are they just goblin ears?
Are you gonna look?
Yeah.
All right, roll it. Roll perception.
That's 13.
You kind of like peer over a little bit more, just like leaning over someone's head, and you notice the dome of Scrung's head
There we
walking
go.
along with it.
I'm surprised he was able to get down here with so many people keeping their eye on him. I'm gonna work my way over to Scrung.
I follow suit.
Yep.
Scrung is not paying you any mind of attention right
Good.
now.
I'm gonna follow him.
But no, he. Let me see. All of you roll stealth.
8.
Clopping along.
Great.
Great.
22.
Who,
8.
Who rolled an 8?
I did.
The both
Both
of you.
did.
Okay.
All right. He doesn't notice you, but he can hear the clop, the familiar clop of hooves. Turns around, he looks at you, and he just goes.
Hi, Scrung!
He's gonna try and slink away into the darkness, and he can't. You pointed him out that everyone kind of just like makes a circle around him.
Wait up, Scrung! I
Hey, buddy.
that's my friend. That's Scrung. I say to just a random passing rat man. He don't care. Hi, Scrung!
Pops her head.
You okay? That bandage do you good, buddy?
What the fuck do you want?
Well, I want to travel the ocean and play my flute for people, but
Eloy, no.
Not Grant Scheme.
Scrung. I have a feeling we're looking for information on the same thing. You were in the room with the captain when he talked to us. You know what's going on in this town.
oh, what do we want in the short term? Yeah, that. We want information about the thing because there's the lockdown and it's real bad news.
Got this whole lockdown, which is
You said that out loud. Everyone in the fucking den just like stops and looks at you.
I'm just sitting there like face palming, blending into the crowd.
Yeah, you
like
and-
I was.
you
Yep, that's my buddy Scrung. He's got this situation on lockdown. He's got every situation on lockdown. That's
Everyone has their knives now pointed at Scrung.
I'm blending into the
he's
crowd.
just
I'm
so
like,
good at everything.
I just am staring at Scrug as if this is his fault.
She looks at you just like,
This is a very hard one. This will be a very hard one, friendship, if it ever comes about.
What are you talking about? We're
Yeah,
best
this
friends
seems like
already.
a friendship that's only bought through a noble sacrifice, if you know what I mean.
okay, well,
So now we got everyone down here. Apparently now knows about the lockdown, which, I don't know, these seem like the people who would probably be in the know about that, but I guess not.
You never know.
one of the rat men kind of just like lurches forward and looks at Scrung.
What's he talking about?
We're heading towards the defense effort, aren't we not?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion real quick. I'm gonna try and talk us out of this.
Oh, please. What are you going to say to this rat man?
All right,
And also at this point, Miss Pear, Miss Grape, whatever the fuck she is, will be Ratman,
Okay.
and Miss Tomato will be Scrung.
All right. I rolled a 17, and I'm going to be like, what my friend here is talking about is the lockdown on supplies on one of the shops we run up top. It's nothing major, don't worry. It's just this guy's got something to do with it, and we're here to find out, and we're going to kick his ass until he tells us what we need to know.
Oh, I'd like to see you try!
Shut up, Scrung!
Jesus.
This
We're
rat,
here, we're here for money or blood, and we're gonna get one of them.
the rat man kind of just like,
I have nothing to do with this.
just fucking keeps going. Everyone else kind of like pulls their daggers aside, but they know that like a fight's gonna happen, so there's a bunch of people now just waiting for someone to throw a swing.
And if he knows what's good for him, he'll keep it quiet and move this conversation over there. I say, nudging him and clearly...
Roll performance.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
All right.
Finally, some good rolls for old Ezra.
You convey to him that you just want this to fucking go forward and get to the other side. So Scrung kind of just goes, oh, okay. He Charlie horses you and runs away.
Damn it!
I've been keeping my eye on Scrung. Do I continue keeping my eyes on him?
He runs to like a part of the alleyway where you can like follow after him.
All right, I'm gonna be following after him just as incognito as I was.
Roll stealth.
11, 15, 16, 17.
You kind of blend in with the crowd, just like you like.
Yeah, I hooded up.
Yeah, you hooded up. You blended in with the crowd. As far as you know, like you were like one of the few people who kept going when the fight was about to break out. And now, like, you're not far away enough that you don't know what's going on, but you're away enough that, like, even if you start to sneak back the other way, no one will be the wiser.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them talk with Scrung while I just kind of like keep eyes on him.
All right, and you two follow, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, while they go off into the alley, I'm gonna like make a mental note of which way they went, and I'm gonna, because there's still like a crowd milling about expecting a fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and distract the crowd. Oh boy, a fight! You know, I know a song about a fight. It's called "The Ballad of Billy Punchy Face," and and I play the Ballad of Billy Punchy Face on my flute for the crowd.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. That would be a modified 20.
Fuck it. Yeah. The Ballad of Billy Punchy Face is so enthralling. There are now fucking little rat kids going like,
Yeah, I'm Billy Punchy Face. Yeah.
Spread the legend in the underground.
yep, now Billy
I get to work on the Billy Punchy Face dolls. You can sell them to the rat kids.
Bingo.
fucking, like, there are little kids now punching, like, your leg, just like,
I'm Billy Punchy Face. Yeah.
That's right, Billy Punchy Face. He was a rat boy just like you, but he was the best puncher in the whole wide
Like
world.
you and me.
Yep. He was the biggest, best hero of all the rat folk.
Congratulations, you created an urban legend. The centaur ascended from the surface dwellers to
Tell the story.
to tell the story of Billy Punchy Face.
There were legends.
He punched out an ogre twice his size, which was very small for an ogre, but still way bigger than he was.
He knocked down a
These kids are
medium-sized
fucking awestruck right now. This will be told for eons to come. These kids will go to rat school and just be like, yo, did you hear about fucking Billy Punchy Face? No, who the hell's Billy Punchy Face? A horseman told me.
Can't wait for us to go to like other towns way far away, and they're like, "There's this rumor of a Billy Punchy Face." Also, did you see him?
All right, you kids stay in school. You be good, just like Billy Punchy Face told you.
I
All
can't go to
right.
school. I'm too poor.
I throw out some copper pieces among the kids. Here you go. Maybe now you can afford to. I don't know what you can afford to do with that.
Copper, you skinflint fuck! It just runs off.
Remember what Billy Punchy Face told you?
Man, we didn't even have money when I was a kid. I don't know what these coins are worth. Okay, bye, kids. And I joined them in the alley.
All right, Scrung's just sitting there. What are you guys here for?
Funny, that's kind of what I was thinking of asking you. We were all sort of sent on the same task. I'm guessing that you have probably gotten a little bit more information out of this place than we have, considering we just got here.
Well, I don't know much about this place. All I know is that it's the Thieves Guild. Apparently they use it as a defense effort. From what I was told, this entire facility, this whole operation was Mead telling everyone here at the Underdark, look, we need help. We'll trade with you in exchange for protection as we get the town up and running. So it's kind of been a merger, this whole scenario. So they're not, while technically not part of the guild or part of the crew, this whole place is kind of like a symbiotic relationship.
I check around to see if there are any prying eyes or listening ears Great. And I roll a 7.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I'm off to the side. Can I see if anybody's like
Go for it.
prying in on this one?
Go for it.
This is perception, so 15 plus. That's 18.
You got a bunch of like the kids still wanting to know the tale of Billy Punchy Face, and you just like they're not gonna follow in after there because they're kind of like smart and they know that like walking into an alleyway in the fucking Underdark is a stupid idea.
Right.
So a bunch of kids followed after, but then like kind of just meandered off, going about their business. A bunch of guys who wanted to see the fire just like, ah, damn it.
Yeah, but nobody suspiciously just.
Yeah, no, they just moved in with the
Listening
crowd.
in on
All
us. Yeah, so I am basically like, so you haven't heard anything about the problem we're looking into.
That's what I was about to go find out. I'm sure you're here for the same thing, Deimos. You went the
Okay.
wrong way. You went the long way. Where'd you guys come from?
It's been a day, Scrung. I'll let you know later.
I got 2 flower pots dropped on me. I dodged the second one.
Why didn't you take the stairs?
Like I said, it's been a really long day. And honestly, pal, there's some gold in it for you from me, and I hate to say it, but if you'll just help us, I will give you 50 gold now and 50 gold upon us getting information. Someone else joining this conversation?
No, that's Scrung, remember?
Oh, just
That's-
smiling.
yeah, it's the
Okay.
Scrung
Just
app.
that little dumb smile on his face.
Well, I was just confused that you were pulling up a puppet. I was like, that usually means another NPC's about to start
No,
talking.
no,
And I
that
was like,
would've- that-
I thought we were just
If that was the case, then I would have had 2 puppets.
Fair enough. My mistake.
That's fair. You gotta learn the system, Grant. The system that just came in place, 2 hours ago?
It's already my first D&D campaign. Now you're adding rules.
It's homebrewing, Grant. Get with it. Scrung, it likes the fact that you put money in on this. Scrung's just like, intriguing.
Here's the deal. I'm going to give you 50 gold right now. Just pro bono. Here you go. There's another 50 in it for you if you can lead us to where we're trying to go and get us talking to someone with the information we need.
A lot of people like to bite on gold just
Yeah,
to make
they
sure
do.
it's real. Because it's the fucking Underdark and the Thieves Guild.
And no one trusts any gold.
No one trusts any fake gold anyway.
Note to self: poison gold.
Yeah, Scrung will take the 50 and he'll direct you to where you need to go.
All right. I feel like we're finally going to be getting somewhere in this damned underground place that has been a nightmare.
He starts taking you, like, even deeper in, like, from where you guys are now. Like, remember how you saw the cave outside and it, like, lurched over? You're now in, like, it's all hollowed out on the inside. You're seeing, like, the rows of like, the beams of sunlight where the cannons are, like, kind of, like, just cross in from the left side of the wall that kind of, like, towers up. Have you guys ever seen what the inside of what the Luxor looks like from Las Vegas, the pyramid place?
Yeah.
It almost looks exactly like that on the left side of the wall.
Okay.
Except it's all covered with, like, cannons and munitions and shit.
So
Neat.
it's way cooler.
Yeah. Well,
Arguably.
arguably. I like to see Las Vegas show up with a bunch of Buccaneers cannons on the side of the Luxor. Just take out the Excalibur one day.
Nah, that's outside Treasure Island.
Why do we know this? So, Scrung then takes you to the right side, where it's also another, like, kind of towering wall, but this time it leads into, like, more cave systems and, like, lights and shops and shit, and, like, little homes for where all, like, the Underdark is all about. Alongside with, like, the Tengu and the rat folk. It's a bunch of cat folk, too, and a lot of kobolds as well. So it looks like this whole place used to be, like, before Mead and his crew showed up, like, this used to be just a giant hideaway for people of, like, the Underdark.
Okay.
He takes you, like, up a couple of flights of stairs. Like, probably, like, a good 10-15 minutes later, you're taken into a more elaborate tunnel. It's, like, all adorned with, like, that emblem you guys saw when you were talking with Father Dorn. Like, a bunch of those rat emblems are now peeking out. And there are now, like, 5 of the same person, the same rat folk, standing in, like, a small circle, just, like, humming to themselves. Well, this is it.
We found our chanting chorus.
Scrung's not gonna let you guys go forward because he's like, he wants you two to go forward. He kind of like grabs you by the pant leg.
Here you go. Throw him the other 50.
Thank you. All of them are still like all the rat folk are still humming. They're not like showing hostility. They're all like kind of in a prayer-like motion. And with all the emblems you've seen before, this pretty much is like a small little tunnel dedicated to Deimos itself. But remember what Father Dorn said, that this religion is of the dark and secrecy. So what that means is that their god has taken the form of the same person. Anyone who claims that they're Deimos could or could not be the god itself.
Right. Eloy's just kind of hanging back behind these two. He's intimidated by friendly gods, let alone whatever this is.
They're not doing anything. They're all just still like standing in like a giant circle, just like humming and like just praying to themselves. They're all in unison too. So, and they all look the same color pattern. Like you can see like their faces come out. Their faces are masked. Like you see their snout masked, like one side white and one side black. And their hands are the same color. Their skin tone is the same color. They're the same height. It's freaky. It's like it's 5 of the same person all in a row.
I basically go forth and present myself like very humbly, like basically a bow or whatever would be appropriate to this religion, and basically just say, I wish to speak to Deimos. Charisma, persuasion.
They all
anything?
turn. They all turn and look towards you. You have our attention. All 5 of them say at the same time.
Creepy.
You seem like you're a knowing sort. I have a feeling you're aware of the situation going on above us.
Yes, we've heard rumors and tall tales, but we do know of the lockdown and the reason for it.
Well, my friends and I are investigating that reason, and we were hoping if there was any information you could give us, would that be possible?
Our scouts and our eyes only go so far. However, we did notice that there was activity to the north. We know that you are the surface party. Mead has actually asked we send an Underdark party as well.
That's great, and it sounds like a very wise choice on his part. So north is the only information you can give us? Is there really anything else? We're all on the same team here, so I feel like information sharing is the best we can do.
Roll persuasion.
24.
There is something we can give you information of. You are heading north, yes?
Well, that seems to be where all the information's pointing us, so yes.
Tell me, where does Mead intend you to actually travel towards?
Piranha Bog.
Boom. All 5 of them kind of turn and look to you.
Ugh.
I knew it was piranha something, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing. It's like piranha swamp.
They both, all 5 of them kind of turn to you, and one of them then speaks up and pulls his hood down. It's, again, a rat folk. He's really well ordained. He's clean looking too, not like everyone else in the Underdark would like look all mishapped and shady and shit. This man looks like he's a very cleaned up rat. Parts of his ear is kind of missing, but there are also rings and like gold chains adorned in his ears that kind of attach to the same side. And also you notice that there are arcane orbs around his neck.
Like prayer bead kind of orbs?
Yeah, like real, but when I mean like prayer orbs, like they're floating. It's like arcane orbs of fire around his throat. And there is a painted symbol on his forehead of the rat.
Okay, so the rat god.
Yes. I do not know if your travels will lead you this way, but if you are going towards Piranha Bog, seek out Yeldin Cave.
Yeldin Cave. Do you know where that might be in relation to Piranha Bog? I kind of pull out my map.
We do not know the surface route. We do have the Underdark route. But I would ask that you not travel that, as it's not very welcome to the surface-dwelling folk. However, we are aware of the cause, and we do know of why you are here. So what I propose is when you find Yeldon Cave, it does not end where you think it ends. Investigate and delve deeper. There will be others who will be there to help you.
All right, that's some good info for tomorrow for when we have to go on our expedition.
They will assist you with information, stock, resupply, and rest, should you need it. But do be wary. We are dealing with the Abyssal. And with the Abyssal, that means that anyone could be infected at any time. And the person we are searching for has made it quite clear that he's very well acquainted with experimenting with the dead when it comes to the Abyssal outburst.
How does the Abyssal infection spread?
It is a very odd source of magic. It almost is akin to that of necromancy. But it seems that with the right kind of conjuring and the right kind of necromancy, the flesh can be mended to become a sort of portal for the Abyssal to arrive. It takes a special kind of magic, one I dare not know and dare not wish to travel down.
I keep thinking back to that feeling I had when I touched that tumor.
You feel, roll me intelligence, just a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence? That is 16.
When you touched it, you did feel as though something was trying to reach out to you.
So I felt like something was being pulled out of me and something was reaching in at the same time.
Yes.
I described that sensation to them as I have come in contact with the abyssal growth.
We have not had someone living actually explain this to us. Tell us, do you know of the town mage, Mr. Rattles?
I've heard tell of his name. I have not been to visit him yet.
This might be very important information for you to tell him. Unfortunately, not now, because you will be being sent as a scout party for the surface dwellers. Perhaps when you come back from your scouting mission. However, whoever your caretaker is on the surface, I would give this information to as well.
All right. Another quick question. Is there an easier way to get in here?
He nods and smiles. Enter the bank.
Okay.
Enter the bank and ask for spare change.
Wow, that seems like a way to. Never mind. Ezra keeps his mouth shut. He has a snarky comment.
He kind of like
withdraws.
he turns and smirks. Oh no, please, elf, explain. What was your tone?
That just seems like a very easy password for someone to accidentally guess.
I mean, how many people go to the bank asking for spare change? That seems
Beggars. People who don't have an account.
I don't know. I've never been to a city before. I'm asking this literally.
If you are not on the records of the town, and if you remain that way, they will know that's the password. Those who are not of this town, or those who are only aware of the Thieves Guild, will be given entryway if they ask the same if they give the password and the passphrase.
I'll make sure not to open an account then.
No need for the surface dwellers to know your private information when you can give it to us as a collective.
And I assume you give information back.
If we are paid correctly, it is the way of this place.
That seems fair.
We are that deal with the shadow and the dark.
Well,
Oh man, none of my information is private. I am flat broke here.
It's okay, Eloy. That's why you've got us.
Okay.
Oh, trust us, friends. The dark has information on you now that you have come here.
well, thank you very much for your time, Deimos. 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 Deimos.
All 5 of them. You are quite welcome.
All right. I think our business here is done. We can probably head back up to the surface.
As we're leaving, I say thank you, in I know thieves can't, the secret thief language, and I say thank you in that, and I just want to see if I get any response.
He actually grabs you to the side, and all 5 of them kind of like cone around you.
Uh-oh. I thought this was just going to be a simple, like, oh, he knows. Not a problem.
He talks to you in Thieves Can't.
Okay.
He wants... I'm going to actually have to tell you this in private.
Oh, yes!
Ooh, private info. All right.
I nod and say thank you again.
And he thanks you in Thieves Can't as well. And you are now on your way out the surface. With some help, Scrung decides to go back with you. He went inside to go talk to Deimos as well to get some information for himself. And then he follows you guys back outside. You both head towards the surface area, which was exactly the bank.
Up the bank.
Yeah, up the bank. So you guys head outside the basement of the. You head up the basement of the bank. You're actually opening up one of the larger like barrels of wine, and you walk straight out of it.
Okay.
And then you head back up the staircase, which that extra space of stairs is no longer there. It just leads back up. You go into the bank, and you are now opening like the employee's door of like the hallway into the men's bathroom.
I like just normal people being at the bank, and we just more or less appear there and just walk out like, hey, hi, nope.
I'm sorry, your toilets do not work for my particular anatomy. I'm just going to hold it. Thank you anyway. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I think we should head back to the Flappy Stingray.
Yep.
Get ready for our adventure tomorrow, and I will let who do I meet? Who do we see first when we go there?
Harros is not there still. You would see Mary first.
All right, so I was told to inform Mary about the sensation I felt upon touching the tumor. So, since she is technically our handler.
She like looks left and right. She gathers that information, but then she kind of slaps you over the back of the head. And you didn't plan to tell us this before.
I didn't think it was pertinent. I believe
it's magic, you idiot. Of course it's pertinent.
I said it to Mead.
Have you been feeling that sensation recently?
Have I?
No, you have not.
I have not.
Okay. She's like, you saw like a look of fear over her face for like a hot second, but then when you told her that, she's just like, oof. She like pours herself a mug of ale. Good. You haven't spoke to the wizard yet, have you?
No, I was told I should talk to him, though.
Well, you're going to be on a mission tomorrow, so that might not be happening just yet. You will be seeing him soon. That is, of course, if you don't screw this up. After your mission, you'll come back, and we'll have a word with the wizard. I'm sure whatever information you guys gather from this little expedition of yours to see if there's any naval party or something more to give us a clue as to what's going on, I'm sure the wizard will want to be in on that as well.
I'm sure he will as well. And if I don't make it back, feel free to let him know on my behalf.
Hopefully we just don't end up seeing you as an Abyssal.
Well, that'd be great.
All right, anything you boys want to do before heading off to sleep?
Scrupulously avoid drinking anything.
All right, so you wake up the next morning all rested, everything's A-okay.
I feel better from that punch in the head and his.
Yep,
clomp on the
everyone's
noggin.
HP. If you lost any, is back.
All right.
If you lost,
I'm gonna get geared up in
three
my
party members got hurt.
my adventuring gear, basically kind of like a gi, and got my kilt on.
All right.
Got make sure my dagger is sharpened, my spear is honed.
Rad. What's your wake-up ritual?
I meditate.
I just wake up with a warm feeling in my heart that I didn't die from a rock slide in the night.
You had wonderful.
You get to roll it with advantage with that.
Udath smiles upon you this day, my friend.
You just feel so good.
And you?
I gather my various trinkets of thievery, lockpicks and the like. Just have it all ready, plus my dagger and crossbow.
Alrighty.
Just ready to go.
All right, so everyone that you've all had in contact with, like Scrung, Red, Pliskin, and Onslow and Riss are now all there.
Oh, wow.
Harros now invites you all to sit at the roulette table as it's time to discuss. Hey, man, don't laugh. The man's a gambler. He told you this. He's a professional gambler, and he takes his job seriously. Now roll the dice.
All right, give me my.
As you seem to be the high roller.
Apparently, I'm gonna need that other D10.
Sure thing.
You are a very high roller. I believe in you.
I'd save that.
All right, I still believe in you, just not enough to give you any bonuses.
Nope. That's a 4 or.
No, that's an 84.
Oh, 84. Sorry, I thought that was a 0.
No, that's an 84. You won the hand. You get some pocket change. You get like 20 gold.
That fills me back up.
Yep, so I'm giving you guys all a chance. If you want to get some cash in on Harros, go ahead. All right, so after a nice little fun game of roulette with everyone, Harros now finally sits down and explains to you all that, yes, he was out all day yesterday trying to get informants from the north to figure out what's happening. What he has found out is that there might be a naval ship sitting off the coastline, and this might actually be where the Abyssal are coming from. They heard rumors that someone in naval equipment has actually been going around casting magic.
Okay.
What kind of magic, they can't tell. Not even the court wizard can figure it out.
All right.
So what they'd like you guys to do is pick a party of 4 and head up. Pick a party of 4, head up to the north, split up both ways. Someone's going to go west, someone's going to go east. Go up and gather as much information as you can. Do not engage the Navy, but gather as much info as you can as to what they're doing.
All right. Well, I roll out a map real quick, and if we are going to split up some way, I let them know what I learned in the from Deimos, that we can seek shelter and aid in Yeldon Cave.
Onslow smiles at that. Well, what a coincidence. That's exactly the place I need to go on my little hunt.
Well, I guess we're bringing Onslow with us.
I'm all in favor of going with Onslow to the Happy Cave.
Do you have any qualms?
I'm gonna roll insight on what he just said.
All right.
Just want to see. I get a 10.
He gets a 10 too. You think it might be wise to ask why he wants to go to this cave, because you can't really get a read on it.
That seems oddly specific, Mr. Onslow the Green. Onslow Green. Not the Green, sorry.
Boy, you did that on purpose, but I forgive you for all the performing you did yesterday.
Thank you.
Any of you boys ever heard of something called the Man Mall?
It's the first I'm hearing of
Roll knowledge.
it. Or maybe it's not.
16.
17.
7.
You've heard stories of a weird creature that could just devour men with one single gulp, and yet it has no form.
Onslow Green, are you the Man Maw? It explains everything. It's why he always wants to eat folk.
Red is trying so hard not to laugh right now. He just like grips the side of his gun and just starts visibly shaking. And his response will come after this break.
All right. Stay tuned for Onslow's Outcry. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the table. We're about ready to go on our expedition. But first, we gotta figure out what's up with Onslow here and why the... Hi, Onslow. You're looking rather orange today. All right.
That's his true Man Maw form.
I'm not the one that said nothing, Onslow. Why did I choose to go with Onslow?
You smell like oranges.
Onslow,
it's me,
which-
Mr. Orange.
Oh.
Who's Onslow?
All right.
Okay, enough of that. Dumb, goofy fucking props.
By the way, loving all the fan art that's been flying in for these things. I've been trying to source as much fan art as possible for the recap videos that we do. So whenever you send them in, make sure to use the hashtag TFS fan art or TFS at the table. Makes it easier for me to find. Thank you to everybody who's ever contributed to those.
It's fucking
amazing.
awesome.
Great.
It's so fucking rad. Especially like the moment I said Onslow, Bracky, boom. There's a picture of Onslow
Right on.
at the ready.
Yep.
So what does he say, being referred to as the man maw?
Son, you flatter me, but I ain't no man maw. Man maw's a slime.
Well, you are not a slime, so I believe you.
I like you, friend.
So you're saying the man maw lives in this Yeldon cave?
That's right. Comes about every year or so. We can never truly kill it, but it's always good sport every once in a great while. I figured that it's about that time that the man maw decides to show himself. Why not get some good hunt preemptively? I could always use some more.
Some more, what, can you, like, more of its slime?
That's right, son.
Well, that's cool. What do you use the slime for?
All sorts of things. I use it for poison coating. I use it for cooking ingredient. And who knows? You can find all sorts of ways. There's plenty of folk who will buy stuff for the heck of it. Especially when it's trophy material. Can't exactly make a trophy out of a slime, but I do have my collective jars. You want to see one of the jars now, son?
I do. I really do.
Onslow kind of like reaches back into his back pocket. He's that fucking rotund that he could just pull out a jar at will. You see that, son? It's a giant heart in a jar.
Ooh.
And the jar is about yay big and yay wide. And it fills the whole jar. You ever know why they call it Piranha Bog, son?
I mean, I could hazard a guess.
What's that guess?
I'm guessing it's a bog what's got lots of piranhas in it.
That's right. And that,
I've never seen a piranha that big.
Well, there's a piranha heart, son.
That's a
Ooh.
big piranha.
They're very big piranhas.
That's a very big piranha.
Very tasty, too. I've had quite a few.
Yeah?
Yeah. But you gotta be careful, because there's a lot of them, and their teeth are about probably as big as your hand.
Huh.
That's one tooth, son. Just one tooth.
Nah, I believe it. Thing that has a heart that size, piranha.
Probably big teeth to go with the big heart.
Haros is just kind of sitting there. Are we all done playing pat-ass right now? Because I'd like to at least tell you something this. I don't want these parties to be big, and I want them to be covert. As covert as they're going to be considering. So like I said, we need at least 4 folk heading on their way down. So now you gotta choose. 4 of you is gonna go to the right, and 4 of you is gonna go to the left. Why don't you go ahead and start picking your teams, and then decide where you want to go. Now, I will tell you this.
Will the split happen before or after the cave?
This is going to be before. Onslow tells you that the cave is going to be just... When you get to Piranha Bog, it's going to be on the way after Piranha Bog.
Okay, so once we get to Piranha Bog, that's where people are splitting up.
No. You're not splitting up before Piranha... You're splitting up now.
Okay.
One path is going to go... Like, all of you are trying to converge into Piranha Bog at the same time. But, to keep it like, less conspicuous, especially with, like, a whole group of people... One team's going to take the path that leads to the eastern side of the town, and one path's going to take the western path.
Okay.
I vote we bring red. No offense to Onslow, but a good magic user is really the only thing we're solidly lacking. And she's got some great offensive magic that could be helpful in a pinch.
Yep, I'll leave you guys to decide this right now.
Let's see. We can go with red, or we can go with Risp, who I assume is a healer.
That's a fair point.
And who would...
You got Plishkin, Scrung, Red, Onslow, and Risp.
Just based on what I'm knowing from these people, I'm thinking that both Onslow and Pliskin both seem like they handle themselves well in a fight. Just a straight-up fight.
Yeah.
Red is obviously the magician. Like, she's a mage.
Yeah. Onslow, he's a tank, but also has a giant fuck-off blunderbuss.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say that Scrung is probably
I
doubling
was
for
gonna
what
say,
you would normally
I feel
do,
like Strong
and
would just be doing.
he also seems like the one that might try to screw us over personally.
Yeah, if something were to happen and it was Scrung, no, you can get to safety, but you need to help us. I feel like we'd be seeing the tail into Scrung.
I'm fine with either Red or Risk. I will leave the deciding vote to Eloy.
Because he will tell you this: if you decide to take Onslow, he actually knows how to get through Parada Bog safely.
Oh.
That is your biggest upkeep on taking Onslow with you is that he actually has lived there most of his life and knows how to traverse the bog.
Yeah, look, boys. I mean, if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. But I'm powerful, scared of magic. Red seems like a nice lady, but she give me the willies. And Onslow actually knows where we're going, and based on, going down in the Underdark and getting all turned around, like, we could use some of that.
Bring that up.
Hey, that's not me.
Scrung laughs at you in the back. You just hear, ha!
That's not me criticizing. I was just as lost as anyone, okay?
Tell you what, let's make this a game. I'll roll for Risk, you roll for Red, you roll for Onslow. We'll roll Persuasion against each other.
Okay. Let's see.
Shit.
I got 14.
15.
I got 5.
So we're going with Onslow. You make the most powerful argument.
All right, so it's you guys and Onslow.
Somehow Eloy's charm is just hard to turn down.
I called him a slime. That makes him my best friend now.
Does Onslow know we were voting against him?
He was sitting there the whole time. It's
Okay.
like, oh, you boys are sweethearts. I won't eat you for the first, boy. Don't worry. When you die, you get eaten last.
Thank you.
Obviously, Onslow Green, I meant no disrespect or anything in
That's all right, son.
in trying to convince my
You don't
friends
look
to
like
not
the
bring
kind of hunting per se. You kind of look like the more silver-tongued, pretty words.
My hunting's more of the urban variety where I go in and talk to people in cities and take them. Not a whole lot of hunting.
Me, I'm just not too worried about finding my way around.
You got a staff and you got your fists.
Pull out, I pull out my stick.
All right, son. As long as you can keep your own. Now, here's a question, boys. Which way are we gonna go? If we head to the east, that path will surely lead us to the temple. But if we head west, that'll take us to the Squawking Path.
Well, the Squawking Path seems like the place you guys want to go to find your feathers.
That is true. We do need to get you prettied up.
I did get this little gewgaw from I assume this came from the temple. I hold out the little,
Viper.
yeah.
Like, Onslow kind of takes it and just kind of eyes it. Yeah, this seems about right. It's plastered all over the walls inside there. Although, it won't be what you're expecting considering the occupants who now take up that place.
I believe it. Well, the Squawking Path seems like the kind of place that you guys want to go to fulfill your
I would appreciate it.
needs.
I don't care which way as long as I get to shoot something.
Well, the Squawking
I've-
Path it is.
We'll have plenty for you to shoot if you would like some coin for it.
Now, son, you said two things that I like. I'm striking to think that this might be a good hunting party.
I couldn't agree more.
All right, so you guys are deciding that you're gonna take the western path and taking Onslow, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, cool. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before heading out?
I just want to know, we don't have to make a whole thing out of it, but just run by the store and grab 2 more crossbow bolts so I've got an even 20 instead
Yeah,
of
that's fair.
18.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
much would that have cost me?
Are we stopping here at the Gimmick Brothers?
Yeah, gimme. Gimmick and gimme.
Gimmick and Gimme. Would they happen to have anything that I might be able to wear that
And here...
would protect my fists from slime? As a monk, I'm going to say punching and kicking things that does not have a physical form is not great for me.
All right, chat. Mr. Eggplant here will be Gimmick, and Mr. Peach here will be Gimme.
Okay.
You're looking for gloves.
Yeah, some good gloves for punching bad slimes.
You want to punch slimes?
Yep.
That sounds amazing. I know, that sounds really good. We could probably do something with that. Shh, no, last, okay.
That seems like a fine idea. Already the confusion sets in! Mr. Peach, you fuck!
Okay.
Okay. We'll go about that. How about this? We have a couple of gloves for sale. Something that might actually be able to do something for you. We have this, We have these nice gloves. They're just gloves, but since you're kind of keen on punching and kicking and whatnot, how about this? We can adjust it so that little daggers come out the knuckles, so in case you ever wanted to... Pretty much they're going to give you this thing where it's once a day you can switch between slashing or bludgeoning.
All right, I'm going to say that's not going to work very well against my target.
Well, they can either give you that or, like, what exactly are you looking for in-game?
In-game, I am looking for something that will basically, if I'm correct about slimes, I need something that can give me, like, an electric discharge in my punch or something like that.
Oh, you're looking for a shock glove.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they can give you a shock glove. It can do, pretty much, it's a touch-based version of the cantrip, I believe it's Thunderclasp. So you could do that. They can give you a 3-charge glove for 1,000. So 3 times a day you could use Thunderclasp, but it has to be touch-based.
I'll look up Thunderclasp real quick.
I could be wrong in what its name is, but it is like the cantrip for casting thunder.
Well, while he looks up that,
And yours will be just 2 gold.
Oh, okay.
well, he's considering that, Eloy wants to know, so, Onslow Green, is it going to be hard for me as a donkey man to make my way through this bog? I'm more used to mountainous. Are there any, like, special shoes that could help me with that?
Nah, son. Besides, if you stepped foot in the water, you just lose your feet altogether, and then the piranhas would just get you until it was just up to your face.
All right, avoid the water. All right, good. See, already good information. Then
If it does pain you, boy, there is 2 options we have. I could pull in for my cousin down at the bog. He could get us a boat to travel. Or we could just walk along the marsh side and stay away from the water. We'd get there faster, but at the same time, we also do want to take a trip to Yeldon's cave.
All right, I think you meant Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp, that's it.
All
I
right.
apologize.
No worries, I was just looking through the wizard cantrips.
Yep, Shocking Grasp for 3 charges a day.
All right, now when I punch something, is it just going to be the Shocking Grasp damage, or do I do my punch damage and then add the Shocking Grasp
Just
damage?
the Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Because what you're not punching, you're pretty much laying your hand on it. The shock comes at the palm.
Gotcha, okay.
Do a cool
I'll
palm
take it.
strike and zap.
You'll grab it for 1,000?
Yep.
Alrighty, cool.
I have the money for it.
You now have shock gloves.
I was gonna say if you couldn't afford it, we could chip in, but then I was like, oh wait, no, he just
No,
he
I'm-
fucking
I'm-
rolled that.
No, I rolled that dwarf. All right, let me write that down. Shock Grasp, 1d8 damage, lightning, 3 times a day.
We heard you're looking for shoes.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't need them for bog walking, because that would kill me anyways. But I did also notice when we was trying to be sneaky earlier, my clippity-clopping was doing me real bad. You got anything that could, like, muffle my footsteps?
Stealth horseshoes. God, just now
We
thought
don't have anything like that, but we do know the wizard might have something. You ever heard of thaumaturgy?
I have not, sir.
Well, thaumaturgy is kind of like making sure that something sounds different. You could completely just take away the sound of your hooves clapping
That sounds nice, I say.
for a brief moment, of course. Depending on how much you're looking to spend, Mr. Rattles will be able to get you something either potent or minor.
I just realized I dropped like 10 pounds in gold there. I feel lighter.
How minor is minor and how major is major?
We don't know. We're not wizards.
All right, well, I'll make a mental note to talk to him about that when we pass back by here, but they made it sound like we wouldn't be able to get to talk to him today.
No, unfortunately, you would not.
Okay.
So, but you can make a mental note going when you come back. Look into stealth shoes for your cloppity clops. All right, cue everyone running away from the Balrog music. Let's go. No, we're gonna start this party right. All right, so you guys taking Onslow in tow, you decide to take this nice brisk 80-degree day to go down the squawking path. Now, you all remember when you were walking up to Mead's place and you heard all the birds? Mm-hmm. Well, it's starting to sound like that, but each time you go down the path, right now you're in a clearing. You're like on the side of like the cliff, so like you're watching as the town's slowly going away as you're going uphill, and then you watch as the path kind of leads into tropical like forest-looking locations, and like it's a dense forest full with like really tall trees. There's like, you could actively see like bugs and shit walking across the floor. You can see all birds flying around. But the more you get closer to the entrance to this forest, it's loud. Really loud. Like, fuck me, holy shit, deafeningly loud.
This is what they meant by the squawking.
All right, I'm gonna keep my eye open for birds that I can like throw rocks at to help them along their way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, you're in no short supply of birds. There's all kinds of tropical birds around here. Some orange, some blue, some green, just straight up macaws just sitting there rocking back and forth on vines.
I pull out my yawn crossbow.
Are you going to go inside the forest or are you just shooting from out here?
Oh. I guess I wait for us to get a little closer in.
Well, as you do...
I'm assuming a kill from this distance, something might snag it before we get to it.
Probably.
Well, you don't know. You can still take the shot, but I just wanted to know for clarification what you were doing.
I thought they were like immediately overhead, so if they're not, then I won't.
Oh no, like you can see the birds like just sitting there. Like the place is called the Squawking Path for a reason. There are millions of birds just on view. You like rolling a perception check would mean like you're looking for one in particular.
Yeah. No, I was just going to if we're near them where I can shoot them and be bagging it pretty quickly, then yeah, I'm going to take aim and just start firing.
So we're just straight up Disneyland tiki rooming it in here, huh?
Pretty much.
Everywhere.
Thank you for noticing the reference.
No problem.
Thank you. So you're gonna take a pot shot at any bird.
Yeah.
Roll an attack.
I'll go ahead and do that as well with a rock.
Yeah, I'll shoot an arrow at something.
A nat 1 for me.
Misfire.
6.
You shot Eloy in one of the folds of his fat.
Oh my god, Eloy!
No, not Eloy. I'm sorry, Onslow.
Onslow, Onslow Green. I am so sorry.
18 to hit.
Oh, thought it was a mosquito.
18 to hit on a bird.
Roll damage though on him.
All right.
18 to hit on a bird. You hit him and you roll damage on Onslow.
All right. Just throwing a rock is a D4, right? Or is that a D2?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's an improvised weapon of a D4.
Okay. With strength, that's 3.
I only did 1 damage.
You only did 1 damage? All right, yeah. So like Onslow kind of like just plucks it from his roll of fat. Ooh. Damn mosquitoes.
So I bean a bird for 3 damage.
You beat a bird for 3 damage. Well,
just checking to see how much health it has. Poof. I grab it by the legs. Got one.
it's a very, very... It almost looks like a really round... It almost looks like a ball. It's like a dust ball bird. It's bright orange.
Orange ball bird.
Yes.
Onslow, I'll give you 3 gold for every bird you bag up to 10.
Oh, well, what are we waiting for?
One blunderbuss is probably gonna take out 20.
Yeah, you fucking
Perfect.
Yeah, he just fucking like aims up and takes a shot. Yeah, he's hitting.
I just hand you the orange bird. You can put it in your sack.
You just hear.
Just a bunch of birds.
There are now just like bodies upon body. There's a pile of macaw bodies on the floor.
I'm not picking up all of those.
I go around,
Collect the ones that seem mostly intact.
yes, I was gonna say.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go up to this pile of bodies. They're all unusable. It's mulch.
I mean, you could probably collect maybe a couple of usable feathers.
Roll survival.
A Another
nat one.
I will help.
Yeah.
I will assist since he does not.
Wow, that's another nat 1.
Oh my
done
god.
these dice?
Let's go for the threefer. Go for the threefer. Oh, never mind. I got a 19. Wait, no. Survival. That's a 22.
You just fucking see Ezra and Eloy just like meander up.
Sticking their fingers in like the bird holes.
Yeah,
Just
it's like. You, on the other hand, you find a couple of like well-off birds that haven't been just like turned into ash, and you probably get like, I'm gonna say 2 pounds of feathers.
All right, here you go. 2 pounds of feathers. You owe that man 30 gold.
I was gonna say.
Now, son,
You went above and beyond what I had requested. Here's 40 gold. You.
Wow, these 2 pounds of feathers are way lighter than my 2 pounds of lead.
Thank you very much.
there is one macaw that is still standing, looking down at you guys.
Don't you dare drop a flower pot on my head, macaw.
Shiver me timbers.
Okay.
Anyone else hear that? Is that bird talking?
That bird speaks English.
Shiver me timbers. Now, son, it might just be me, but you know these birds have some kind of intelligence, right? Now, son.
I point at the dead ones, not these.
We're positive this isn't some
A lot of folks walk the squawking path, and sometimes the birds pick up on what they say. Depending on how far you go into the squawking path, though, if you go off the trail, you might start losing your hearing because of all those that start screaming.
Oh, well, that's.
We sure this isn't some kind of mystical animal husbandry and someone's not controlling this bird from afar?
Nah,
We've had a really long week.
Nah, son, if that were the case, they would have started coming out and attacking us like 5 seconds ago.
I'll take your word for it.
Ain't that right, you damn elves? See? Scared them away.
As we walk along,
I walk past
Hey,
Ezra.
ancestry, please!
I walk past Ezra. Hide your ears.
As we walk along, Eloy will read aloud to the birds from his book of jokes so that they will, from now on, tell jokes to passersby.
Roll persuasion.
20. Modified 20.
Read off a pun.
Here we go.
Give me a pun!
Give me your best pun.
Just going around reading a bunch of them.
What do you call a group of pirate ships? An armada.
Keep your day job.
Tough crowd.
No, he starts going around. Now you just like hear a chorus of Armada, 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 Armada. Give me hide the body.
Army of pirate ships. Armada.
Armada, hide the body. Armada.
Well,
Guys, these birds are now way funnier than they were, but did you hear a Jimmy hide the body in the middle of that?
I heard a gimme hide the body.
Gimme hide the body. Oh, man.
Someone want to roll perception?
24.
I can't read what number that there
That's
is.
a 10.
All right, that's a 13.
18.
And Onslow got himself a hot 15. Son, you might be crazy. I didn't hear that. I heard that dumb little quip you started teaching it.
I mean, there was lots of that, too, but I definitely heard a gimme hide the body in the middle of all that.
He starts looking up to notice any birds that may have said that. I need you all to roll me a con save to try and force your hearing through all the cacophony of Armada.
Armada. Wow, they really filled themselves back in after that
13.
blunderbuss.
9.
Well, you only shot when you were on the edge of the... You are now inside.
18.
All right. There is a toucan who is saying this. It's a really, really bright-looking toucan. It's albino, actually. It's an albino toucan, and its beak is...
And it's speaking.
Longer and sharper, almost like blade-like.
I mean, are we really surprised
I tap them on the shoulder. I don't think toucans can talk. That one talked.
We didn't mean for this to happen.
Well, usually just one cannot talk.
Hide the body.
But toucan, yes. You picked up what I was laying down.
Our stage plays are gonna be the best.
Onslow's there with you.
Look, are any of us, if this is saying what we think it's saying, are any of us really surprised? We saw how they run their shop. There's no doubt they've killed someone.
Mead's gonna kill us.
Apparently they hid somebody.
Well, here's the thing. Now we have leverage on the weapons dealers. I don't think this is bad news.
The toucan's starting to fly away.
Do we have...
Probably gonna go get some Fruit Loops.
I am
Follow its nose!
I am against following anything off of the clearly delineated path here, personally.
That's fair. We do have a mission to attain to. If there's a body out here, we can look for it later.
Onslow's just looking at the bird. He's kind of just like, did y'all notice that beak?
It was pretty big.
That was a scary beak.
Walks off the path towards where it was going.
I'm gonna follow
Unless you want to
Onslow.
persuade him otherwise.
Right.
No, Onslow knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. If he thinks this is worth following, I trust him. He's the guy we brought with us as our guide.
All right. With the Gator Man.
All right.
I just follow him
Yep.
very closely.
You're going to follow?
Yep, as close as I can stick to him.
Con save, gentlemen, because the squawking is deafening now.
Nat 20.
14.
That is a 15.
15. All right. You just constant screaming. It's just endless screaming for eons. But yet you all have to scream to each other, but yet somehow, through the cacophony of noise, you're able to understand what you're able to say to each other.
Hey, remember how we found our way out of the Underdark by yelling, I don't think that will work here? Can we get that rope back out?
What?
We can see clearly.
We are in the middle of a jungle. It would be real bad if we got separated.
I'm pretty surprised that Gimme wanted us to hunt these things. They seem like there are plenty of them. It seems weird they didn't already have a stock of these feathers.
I don't think there's gonna be that much of a food shortage, to be fair.
Son, you ain't been here long enough, have you?
What?
I say, I don't think you've been here long enough, have you?
I've been here for 2 days.
No, that'd be short enough. We're heading into the Screamer Den.
Yay!
Great!
That's what my pappy called my mom's house.
When you said we were going to a squawking path, I feel like this is information we could have used.
He told you.
I didn't think it would be this mind-numbingly loud.
I actually kind of assumed.
Well, thanks!
You know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
Well, that one sounded pretty clear.
Well, that's a good one. I jot that down in the margins of my joke book.
All right, so
Here we go. First
map
chance to use the
time.
map.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
you have. All right, let me get you guys over here.
Yeah, get us positioned.
Yep. And I'll just try you.
Guessing that big fella is.
Yeah, that big
Onslow.
guy's Onslow.
Yep, big guy's Onslow.
So we're walking into this Metroid looking.
Yep. So you walk. You are now standing.
Cthulhu.
You're pretty much standing before a giant tree. You could just see the mountain of birds all staring at you, like screaming and squawking. This is the center point where all the noise is happening. All these birds are really tiny. Like, there's just like little birds of paradise. You see like a couple of like kiwis kind of just like run by. You see a couple of other toucans. But these don't seem like the reason why it's so loud here. Like, these birds are not, like, enough of these birds maybe could make this noise, but from where you're hearing the screaming, it's way more condensed and way more powerful, but just one creature alone.
Right. So
So what you're looking at is you're looking at the tree, and those things in the floor there, those are roots.
okay, so these are the roots. This is the tree.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna pull some bandages out of my healing kit and like bind them around my ears to try and block out some of the noise.
Roll me medical.
12.
In vain you do this, as one of the little birds. There's a couple of birds that kind of have taken perch on your back right now. There's a parrot who just like takes the bandage and flies away.
I'm gonna scoop up some mud from the ground and like kind of cake it around my ears there.
Medical with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Aw, man, I'm just shoving mud in my ears.
That's probably not good for you.
Probably not. Let's see, that's 12 is the lowest I got there,
Yep.
which leaves me at 15.
All right, well you do it. You're able to block out most of the noise, but you feel a little bit of wriggling as there's a centipede crawling out of the mud you just put in your ear. Beyond that, you're fine.
Okay. I'll live. I've had worse.
All right, well, all the birds are now eyeing there, watching you. Like, you feel like the noise actually, like, lessened now. The birds are now at full attention watching you. This is movie-level shit right now.
Do I notice the difference that it's gotten quiet, or did it happen, like, simultaneously when I was packing my ears with
No,
mud
you
and
felt,
centipedes?
you could feel it and see it.
Okay. I'm gonna reach down and grab for a rock. Just be careful, just readying it. Being ready.
Birds don't give a shit. You're picking up a rock.
Yeah, good.
You guys haven't moved.
All right.
Onslow just readies his weapon.
All right.
Where do you want me to point and shoot, boys?
Never the subtle approach. I like
I'm gonna
it.
see if I can spot that toucan.
All right, roll
Oh, yeah,
perception.
I will as well.
That's a 13.
19.
14.
Eloy, what do your donkey eyes see? You see your boy all the way in the back, kind of like looming over what looks like a mound. Right underneath where that see where the root is. The root kind of like goes up, so you could actually like use it as a tunnel to go through it.
Okay.
I pointed out to the rest of the party.
All right, well,
Well, there's your toucan. I say to Onslow.
We shouldn't have done this.
Do we have any good way of bagging it? Do we have any good way of bagging it and keeping it alive?
you don't have to shout, son. They stop squawking.
I hadn't noticed. My hearing is still pretty impaired.
I could try and play music to soothe the savage beast.
Not a bad idea.
I do like that.
So you don't need this then? All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to attempt suggestion on this bird. I play it a song of friendship, convincing it that we are its friends and we will take care of it and it should stick close to us and we will feed it and love it and be its friends. Let's see. It gets a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC on your saving throws?
It is 13.
Well, the bird is bobbing to the song, but he's not inching closer. He beat your save.
Well, that was my idea.
I'm just gonna start inching closer to that bird.
Stealth.
I guess I can sneak.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to sneak it, or do you want to animal handle it?
I rolled pretty good on my stealth. Actually, it's the same thing. So I'll go with animal handling. That's a 18, 20.
All right, how you gonna do that?
Just gonna start walking towards it. Like,
Yep.
hey, how's it going? Bird? What you got over there?
Alright, the body.
You got the body, huh?
Yep. Roll me a con save.
Every bird is now shitting on you.
Natural 20.
You guys need to roll me a con save too, but you're pretty fucking fine, all things considered.
12.
It was 7, so 9.
You guys in Onslow all kind of like feel the entire forest tremble as unifiedly you just guys like shrivel a little bit, hearing just from the inside of the tree. You rolled that because the earth shook so bad that you almost fell over.
Okie dokie.
As whatever made that noise, oh boy, where's me pegs?
Something knows we're here.
Something does know you're here because
Because I crossed the path of this the root.
all right, you guys all notice as there's a macaw head coming out of the tree.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, you notice this.
Okay.
I want you to. Onslow goes, now, son, I might be simple, but is that perspective? Roll me perception.
That is. I should probably just have these numbers memorized by now. That is a 21.
That's not perspective.
That's a big bird head.
It's a big fuck off macaw. That is a dire macaw. And more start coming out.
Dire macaws.
Well, if we needed feathers, we're gonna have them. Assuming we survive.
One more. Now, when I say macaws, you all know what's going on with birds. Yes, when I mean macaws,
They're the hook-billed, like parrot-like.
Yes. Well, I want you to imagine their hook bills now look like serrated knives about the size of a carriage.
Okay, that's real big.
About this, like the birds are the size of a carriage.
Yes.
Even the smaller ones, or are all of these?
They're all the same size. That one in the middle, that's the alpha.
Okay, so that's the one that's as big as a carriage.
The other ones, they're still pretty fucking huge, and they all have the same bill shape.
Well, I assume they're relatively human size based on their
Yes.
take-up. Okay, yeah, those are big birds.
Roll initiative.
Oh boy. Yeah, that shifted my attention from the toucan a little. That is
I'm so happy you guys took this path. I was
16.
Like, please take the dire parrot path. Please take the dire parrot path. Oh my god.
9.
11.
9, 11,
16.
9, 11, 16. 1 second.
Just imagine
Sorry,
having
this-
one of these on your shoulder at a pirate ship. That would get everyone's attention. You would just be
Onslow.
named captain upon entry.
Onslow got an 11, but not naturally, so he's gonna go before you. And now I gotta roll for birds.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read.
5, 6, 10, 10, 6. Alright, everyone except for the alpha is gonna go before you guys.
Really? Damn, these things are fast. I got a 16.
Yeah, the alpha's gonna be in between. Alright, so 16 was you, right?
Yeah.
So here's. Because I think we're gonna have to like cut halfway through this fight.
Don't worry. We like I said, like we can cut after it just because this is
Yeah.
we
An
can
event.
we have things that can overlap. We can keep going.
Alright. Who was 11?
I was.
You were 11. Onslow, and then Grant. And then. And Big Boy. Parrot is there. Alright. Lana, you're up next. You're up first.
All right, let's see. Well, I am going to.
You are now, like, underneath it. Like, it kind of rises up, so it's like a human path. A human-sized path, you can go underneath the underneath.
Okay, I can go underneath the root down here.
Yeah,
Or,
where the edges start to end, like as it's kind of like closing into an end, like that's where you're gonna have to get out of it.
Okay.
So like those 6 squares at the edge of the tip of it, you can't hide underneath that. You could try, but you gotta crawl.
All right. Well, I'm going to position myself over here and hold my action until something gets in range. I'm just
Alrighty.
preparing myself.
Ben, you're up.
Actually, here, I'm going to move myself a little closer.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to move you. I'll be over here.
What the heck? In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to try suggestion on the alpha
All right.
Ooh.
I like it.
and play it a soothing song that says that we are its friends and we're going to leave peacefully and it should help us get to where we want to go safely.
All right. What's the DC? I gotta.
13.
It matches.
Oh, match goes to the defender, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nuts. Well, that was my idea.
Sorry, dude.
Sounds about right.
All
Who
right.
up next?
Onslow is up next. Well, no time like the present.
So you're just going to stand there and
Oh,
fire?
he's gonna stand there and fire.
Okay.
This is a really fucking hardy bird because you watch as the shot ricochets off its bill.
Did he go for the alpha?
He went for the alpha. He went for the shot for the alpha, and the bullets
got a-
ricocheted
You
right
got
off
a
its bill.
spread shot, and you went for the boss.
He wants that prize, my dude. But he's gonna move. Would you
Don't
mind
worry, if one of us kill it, we'll share it. I promise.
move up 3 spaces? Yep. He's walking slowly as he fires. Grant, you're up.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, Alpha's up. I'm sorry. Alpha didn't much like and care for that.
I had a feeling.
I imagine not.
Alpha's gonna breathe in, puff up, and let out a sonic scream. All right, I need everyone to beat a wisdom save, immediate spell save of 11.
With my ears caked with mud, do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
That won't do it.
15 will do.
I got a
Or,
7.
yeah, 17, sorry.
All right, well, okay, you guys. Well, hold on, I gotta do this for Onslow as well. Nah, he's not doing it either. Everyone except for you, because you got the mud in your ears. You feel the wriggling of a worm, but that's not damage, because you boys are taking psychic damage. As your ears bleed from the inside, you take 8 points of damage.
Shit.
I can feel the shockwave go through me, though.
Yeah, you felt the shockwave of it.
Ooh! That's a loud bird.
Grant, you're up. I think we're gonna go. I think this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna go one rotation of battle, and then we're gonna have to call it there. Because
Are you sure? Because we can push forward beyond this. Like,
You sure?
remember, we have wiggle room with this schedule. We can go overtime.
That's fair. All right.
We'll see how things are looking.
Yeah, we'll see how things go.
All right. Do I have line of sight on anything but the alpha from where I am?
No, you could see all the birds. They all
Can?
showed themselves.
Okay. I just didn't know if like there were
Branches and stuff
yeah,
in the
if
way.
roots and branches and stuff. If they would be getting in the way if I tried to take a shot. At
They're
one of the
big enough
smaller
that you
ones.
could see them.
Okay. Well, I am going to take aim. Yeah. Trying to think. That. Okay, so when he let out his psychic shriek, from that distance, trying to aim at the throat to try and cut off its screams might be
Also, you need. How far can you throw?
Well, he's got a crossbow.
Oh no, he's gonna. Oh, I thought it was. I thought you were saying you wanted to throw a dagger at
No,
him.
no,
Like,
no, no.
What?
No.
So like, roll a 20, my dude.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be crossbowing this. What the heck? Onslow went for the head. I guess I will too. Taking aim at the
Alpha.
alpha. Yeah. With 19.
That hits.
All right. And with my crossbow, I get to do a D8. 4.
4 damage. All right. You take
I think you get to add your dex bonus to that too, don't you?
To damage?
the damage or to the roll?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
My bad.
I added it to the roll, not the damage.
Never mind.
I assumed
Yeah,
that's how
I
that
was about to
works.
say no, not the damage. That doesn't make sense.
All right, no, that's fine.
So yeah, I do 4 damage, and I'm down 1 bolt.
All right, down 1 bolt. You take a shot. You get it right underneath the beak. You hit the soft spot of it.
Hey, nice. That might shut it up for a little bit, or make it scream louder.
Well, you made it scream louder because it's not pretty okay with that. It did.
It's the opposite of pretty okay. It's pretty mad.
All right.
It's perturbed.
All right. Humanoid-sized parrot. The one. Yep, right there. Parrot 1.
Parrot close.
So it's gonna go in a giant clockwork circle.
All right.
So Parrot 1. He's gonna fly up to you.
All right, I've been holding my action for this moment.
Yep. Put the other 2 pieces there.
They're both the
Yeah.
same. Oh.
It takes up 2. It takes up 10. So it takes up 2 feet.
That's a big damn bird. All right, well, I'm going to use that time that I saved to go at it with my spear.
Hit it.
Let's see. That is a 18 to hit.
That will hit it.
All right. So Daspia is a D6, I think.
How is that? I've been like tantalized by that drink all night.
The ginger beer, it's really good. I got another 4-pack in there.
I will absolutely have one after this.
Let's see. I think it's a D4. It's a D6, right, for a spear?
I thought it was a D6. Yeah.
Yeah, D6. Okay. That is 5 damage, and I'll follow up with my bonus melee attack. That is a 11, 15, 16, 17.
That will hit.
All right. That is a D4. 3 damage. So total of 5, 8 damage
8 damage.
to this bird.
You snap this thing's neck back. You fucking like just slap this thing in the throat that it leans its head back. Too bad for you. Parrots are okay with that.
That's unfortunate.
But he doesn't. You cracked the whole bottom of his beak off.
Yo! Just totally fractured that beak.
Yeah, you fractured that beak.
Pretty sure it's dead, just not now.
It's not dead, but it's still.
It certainly isn't going to survive in the wild.
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to try and bite you for that shit.
That's fair.
All right.
I deserve this.
Roll the 7.
That ain't doing it.
That's not hitting it. All
That
right.
ain't even
yeah,
coming close.
So it kind of cupped the top of its beak. The part that was supposed to chomp down on you, now kind of scoops your head, but all it does is kind of push you forward a little bit, but it does nothing else afterwards.
All right,
So
sounds
you saved yourself from taking damage from that.
nice.
All right. Huge bird number 2 goes for Onslow.
You attacked our king.
That's hitting Onslow for 1 point of damage. Onslow just you see his gator jowls just go. Son, that was mighty rude.
You should just clamp onto that thing now that it's so close.
And now number 3 is gonna go fly up to Eloy.
I hated your music. Stop trying to swoon the boss. I find your
That's not
songs
hitting.
insulting.
That's not hitting. Number 4,
Macaw.
Macaw is gonna go up for Ezra.
Macaw.
This
This is for the boss. Macaw.
That's a 21 hit.
Yes.
Poor Ezra.
This man-sized bird just comes in and clubs you with his beak. Slaps you across the face with his beak for 2 points of damage.
Okay, that could have been worse, I guess.
Number 4,
Where's he going?
he's gonna fly behind Ezra.
Macaw.
Get the old macaw DP.
So as the one's attacking you, the other one's just floating overhead in the shadow of the other.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's not gonna hit you. Even with flank, he does not hit you. He was gonna try and scrape you with his talons. And now we're back up the list.
All right, that's me.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to keep going on this bird, going in with the spear.
That hits.
That's going to hit. Okay. What's that?
A 5.
Okay, 5 plus, that's 7.
You cleaved his head clean off.
All right. Bonus attack. I'm gonna go for the one that's attacking my buddy. Oh wait, no, I'm 5 feet out of the way. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Your spear's 5 feet long.
Well, I can only do a bonus melee attack. That's a dead bird. I'm gonna leave it there for looting purposes, but
Just take the top one off that rope
Yeah,
since
yeah, there we
it
go.
lost its head.
bam, dead. All right.
I'm glad that the one we chased over here, by the way, is just watching all of this from way over there. It's like,
We don't know that at this point, frankly.
he never made it move.
All right. Wait, I still have a movement action. Can I use the bonus action after the movement action?
If you were a rogue, you could, but
All right. Yeah, I was gonna leave it up to you for that one.
yeah, it's either you're gonna take that bonus action or you're gonna move.
All right. Well, I noticed what's going on with Ezra, so I'm gonna get back there to help him.
All right.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Ben, you're up.
All right. I am going to cast Sleep on. I'm guessing I can get the three that are kind of bunched up in the front
Yes.
there. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get the one behind Ezra without also getting Ezra, which would be bad.
Oh, so these three then.
Yeah.
Well, I have magic cannot put me to sleep.
Oh,
This
okay.
is true. He is half elf.
Okay, well then, yeah, if I can jimmy the radius such that I probably can't get all four of them anyway.
If you do move away from him, though, he's gonna get attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Like 3 of them are gonna get attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, no, I'll just try and center it so that it hits the 3 that are in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll my 5d8, which I got out in advance this time. Okay, 8, 14, so that's 22, 23 plus 6, 29 hit points worth of bird fall asleep.
All 3 of them fall asleep.
All right. So those three are asleep. The one behind Ezra is still attacking, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it on my head? Is it on my head?
Onslow.
It's just coup de grace the bird on the ground.
Yeah, no, he just blows his fucking head off.
Boom! That's a dead bird. We're eating good tonight.
Are you fucking real?
What?
Onslow got 2 10s.
So
20.
20 damage straight to that bird on the ground.
Yep.
Bird's just gone.
I shall remove its head as well.
Yes. All right, Alpha Bird.
Just takes off.
No, he doesn't take off.
Doesn't just take off. Where's he going?
Dive bomb. Oh, man.
Oh, hello.
Thought he was just going to dive swoop on top of us.
Oh.
He's going for you.
Of course he is.
Rolls a 2. Never mind.
So I see it coming.
Even with his +5 to attack, he's not hitting you. But he does get a second attack.
Oh, of course he does.
Being the Alpha Boy.
Ah! Nothing doing!
Never
Saw your
mind.
first shit coming, saw the second one. I paid to see the first one. I'm not sticking around for the sequel.
Grant, you're up.
All right, so the one behind me is still alert.
Yeah, he's
and
still
doing
there.
things. All right, so I'm going to turn to face him. And I go at him with my +1 dagger.
Do it, son.
Do it to it.
Modified 20.
That hits.
All right. So with +1
It adds an additional 1 to your damage.
to my damage. Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, so you're adding dex plus strength to your damage.
Hey.
5. You get max damage.
Wham! Hit him as hard as I could with that dagger.
Plus, wait, dagger does dagger add dex or strength to the attack?
If it adds dex, then yeah, it's a finesse. So
It's a finesse weapon, so dex.
Okay.
So dex. So that's +3 then.
+3, +1, then you got...
So 8.
Yeah, so you got 8 damage on that bird.
You got a consistent chunk of his wing clean off.
Yeah, you got
Get near me, will ya?
a good stab in
Actually,
there.
no. I'm sorry. I got that confused. You cleave his wing off.
God, these birds, everything's so fragile.
Eloy, I think we've got enough feathers.
All right, have fun bringing it all back.
I got a big bag.
Guys love fighting lepers.
Alrighty, so he's still alive though. And we're back up the list. Everyone else is
Not
asleep.
feeling too
He's
good,
dead.
I'm sure.
He's dead. Oh wait, he's asleep. So sleep, and
I think it's just the one that he's fighting right now.
yeah, and still
And
alive.
then the alpha, of course.
Well, parrot. Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna attack you, Ezra. He don't like your guff, and he's not getting that +2 because his buddy's asleep. Does a 14 hit you?
Matches.
Matches. So
Defender.
wins. You like Frodo with the fucking spear from the troll. You take a bird claw. You're not even a bird claw. You take a bird beak to the chest. Nothing. Mithril.
Managed to just held it off.
Yeah.
All
All right. We're back up the list.
Well, this
Actually,
thing.
hold on. I gotta roll to see if these boys will. Actually, no, that's not true. They're asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. You're up.
Big Bird's got my attention now.
Yeah. Big bird.
Big Burb's getting the spear.
Nat 20.
Big Burb gets nat 20'd with the spear.
All right.
Where's my D6? There you are. That's
3.
yeah. 3 plus 5. So that's 10 damage.
10 damage to him. Yep.
And then follow up with my melee. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and use a 1 point of key and go ahead and turn this into a flurry of blows where I'm going to do 2 melee attacks.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
No on the first one.
No, that's a 2.
14.
Oh, but
15,
what about this
16, one? 16 to hit?
That just hits.
Just hits. All right.
You just fainted him with the first one.
Yeah, I was
4.
Yeah, 4 plus 6. 6 damage. So 14 total, or 16 total, sorry.
Yep. 16 total?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. He's. Well, this man. This bird. This bird.
This bird's not happy.
No, Ben, you're up.
All right.
You are right next to that bird.
Let's see.
Do psychic damage to the bird and kill it.
Make it feel real bad about itself.
Make fun of that bird and let it die.
Here's the thing. This
Or
bird's been
actual
making
attack.
all its saving throws. So
No, that's a good point.
yeah, of course, its AC is also decent, and I'm not the best attacker. So, yeah, actually. Hey, you big dumb bird, you tried to go after my friend, but you couldn't hit nothing. You're a big dumb bird, and I hate you.
You make it.
All right, 1d4 psychic damage. 4.
Yeah, max psychic damage. That bird's feeling real bad about his choices.
It's the exploding brain in that meme, but it hurts this time.
And he gets disadvantage on attacks now or
Yeah,
something?
On its next attack roll,
On his
yeah.
next attack roll, he get disadvantage, which now it's Onslow's turn. Onslow just turns around. No, move him up to him. Move him up behind him. Onslow lets out a big toothy ass grin, and his fucking top jaw goes up like a Pez dispenser.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck! I rolled a 2.
Poor Oslo.
He
Chomps
gets
right
he gets a
next to him.
chomp with the tail feathers. Oh. No meat for this boy.
If it was a natural 1, he probably would have gotten some, like, poo in the feathers, too. Just
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
He's got his mouth stuck on the ground beneath him. Just
All right.
trying to scoop him.
Now it is Alpha's turn. Alpha.
Alpha is fucking surrounded.
Alpha want you. You made fun of me.
you made Alpha feel bad.
This is a 16 hit.
Is that the lowest? Because he does have disadvantage.
That's true. It is the lowest.
Hey, you big dumb bird! Fuck you! You can't hit me for shit! Cutting words. Negative 1d6 to that roll.
He's not hitting you.
Ha ha! My cutting words have cut him to the quick.
Now for his second attack.
Wait, what?
Natural 1.
Woohoo! Stupid
Because
bird.
you know what I was gonna have him do? Sonic Scream. You pissed him off so much that the nostrils steam up and it fucking explodes.
He forgot to open his mouth.
He forgot to open his mouth to attack. So I'm gonna roll
See
damage
how much
for
damage
that.
he does on himself.
Did he blow his own brains out?
No, he did not. This man's fucking skull is hanging on there, but oh boy, you just watched a fucking grenade blow up in his face.
Just a huge chunk of beak just go flying off.
Yeah, and an eye.
So
And he's still alive?
Someone put this man out of his misery. Back up the list.
all right, someone's gonna try and put this bird out of its
Oh wait,
misery.
no. Dude behind you still alive.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude
Yeah.
fighting Ezra.
Yeah.
Ezra.
He's a wing down, but he's still
He's gonna
fighting.
scream at your face.
It's like hanging out like that wing's just on there like a thread.
Roll me. What's your wisdom? Or you have to beat a spell save.
Beat a spell save.
Yep.
What do I look at?
Wisdom roll.
Wisdom roll.
Okay. 4.
That's not happening. You are now deafened, and you take. Fuck me. You take 8 points of damage.
Shit! I'm not feeling so good, guys.
You're always at the worst of
You
this.
just watch his skin kind of rubber band going back a bit as the bird screams at him.
Is this the last episode featuring Ezra?
That's his turn.
All right. Is it Ezra's
Actually,
turn
hold on.
then?
Now that that's happened, his buddy in front of him.
Great!
Oh, wakes up.
Yeah, he's awake.
Yeah, he woke up. He takes damage though. Yeah, he took 2. So actually, wait a minute.
Well, he had previously been undamaged, so that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, but he's back on the list now.
So wait, is he waking up because he took damage?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's an automatic wake up. Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, he was right in the line of fire.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
that's fine. I was just making sure that he.
Which is now his turn because he just woke up.
Action, I'm imagining getting up out of his roost.
Yep.
Come at me, bird.
No!
Come at me, bird!
No!
Kill me!
Why?
Oh no!
What if it went so well it went poorly for him? Just wrapped around that old...
No!
that old spectrum. Am I dead? I've got 4 HP left.
Well, here's the thing. In order to instantly die, you have to go below your max HP.
You are knocked out.
You are, however, unconscious.
All
You
right.
are -4 right now.
All right, that makes it easy to edit.
Oh, shit.
Flop him over, boys.
lay
You're
down.
up.
I am going to take care of Big Bird real quick. Hopefully. Poor Ezra. Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
That's not funny.
Shit. Does a... Sorry about that. I know I'm supposed to roll that in there.
That's fine.
That is a 17.
That will hit.
All right. Vista Spear.
What do you need?
D6. There it
Took
is.
that one guy's wing off. I was like, yeah, so he's out of the picture. That should at least put some mental damage.
That
in to
is
scare him away.
6 damage.
You shove the spear up through his below his beak and out the back of his head.
I'm
He's
going to
dead.
assume it's dead.
He's fucking
All right.
dead.
Follow-up attack on the nearly dead bird directly behind me. I'm just like gonna go ahead with a hook
Hit him.
kick. Probably not.
That's not gonna hit. That's a 3.
Yeah, I'm just whiffing. Whoosh.
Getting his attention.
He's flapping up on the up above you. He's hovering. But all right, Ben, you're up.
Somehow he's like ah! With it's like half its wing dangling on a thread.
I'm going to gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ezra here.
To stabilize him.
Yeah. Let's see. That'll give him 1.
My friend.
Tell them your story.
Of Billy Punchy Fist.
Tell the lands of Billy Punchy Fist.
You're strong. You're strong, just like Billy Punchy Fist. Remember the story. Remember the ballad. Remember 8 points of healing.
All right, you're stable.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember now.
Yes, be strong like Billy Punchy Fist.
That actually puts you right back up to 4 health. You're
Yep.
It's like I didn't even get blasted there.
What happened? All right, Onslow's turn. Onslow's gonna waddle himself
All right, dirt.
this way or this way?
that way. He's gonna have.
This way?
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna try and get to that other bird.
He's leaving the alpha? He seemed pretty
Alpha's dead.
I stabbed.
yeah.
you were
Sorry,
unconscious.
I was unconscious. I didn't know.
I stabbed it through the back of its brain. It's gone.
Yeah. No, Onslow takes a hit. But
Onslow hits it.
Onslow hits it.
Okay.
Onslow will get that 1d12 bite damage
That's a powerful jaw.
plus strength. Yeah, no, you watch as he like fucking chomps down on the bird, shakes it fucking like raggedly. You hear a crunch and it goes limp in his mouth. Halfway through. Well, congrats, guys. Except for the one bird that's asleep, you won.
Except for that one,
the one
the
behind me still alive.
nearly dead one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. All right, well, the alpha's dead. Grant, you're up. Now that you're alive, you're on the floor, so your move action will have to be to stand up.
All right, I stand up. And now I'm getting revenge on that bird that almost
That
killed me.
screamed at you.
Go for it. Roll the hit.
18.
That will hit.
All right. I go forth with my +1 dagger, dealing 3 damage.
Plus your dex.
Plus 6 damage.
And +1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did
he
go
had
on.
that one.
Yeah, so 6 total.
You spear it through the heart and slash down as you open its chest in front of you, and it lays dead on the floor.
Them's dead birds, except for the sleepy one.
The sleepy
I
one's there.
say it basically in shell shock.
All right, boys, I think we can stop there, though.
I fight with my brain, not my body, damn it!
Ansel just looks at you. Clearly, son.
So we'll just out of curiosity, I'm guessing these birds don't really have loot.
We can find out later.
That's fair enough. Thank you all for joining us at the table. I'd like to remind you again that our next session will be next Monday at 1 o'clock Central Time, as I have a plane to catch to New Zealand.
Yep.
So we'll hope to see you there. We hope you had a great time.
Yep, we'll do
be
final bit drops. in
final
just a
read-offs
second
here.
Yeah.
Other than that, we'll see you guys next time at the table.